Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.
Hey guys, how's everything going? Welcome. I am going to start off the stream with saying that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I love Him very, very much, and I hope everybody can find their way to Him because as it's written, the only way to God is through Jesus Christ. So with that, I put the link out there if anybody wants to join right away. It's been a while since we've been since I've been on, taking a little break, kind of. Just kind of finding myself, working on myself. Been pretty sick, so getting over being really sick, very bad congestion, with no giggles in the arm. Didn't need a giggle. Didn't need one of them in the arm, and I got over it. It only took about 9 days, but I'm still kind of still coughing that shit up, but but I'm breathing pretty good. Didn't have to put a face mask on and didn't need the giggles. So, hello Chloe, Digi, how's everybody doing? So, I was thinking about, boy, there is a lot of attacking going on with Christ being attacked right now, really bad. I mean, look at the Super Bowl. Look at the Super Bowl when they brought out Mr. Buffalo Bill that they saved, right? They brought him out. Did you see his jacket? His jacket had Jesus Christ hanging on the cross on the back of his jacket, really big, with like a SpongeBob head. Talk about blasphemy, you know. And then the halftime show. I mean, what a joke! What a freaking joke! And I guess it was the Grammys or something. They did some devilish stuff, but hey, Joe, how's it going? Glenn, how you doing? So yeah, the evil is running rampant. These guys, they are pulling out all the stops. I mean, they are pulling everything out. I like to welcome Digi. Hey, Digi, welcome.
Digi Smidgy.
Oh, you came in as Mark. Okay. I didn't know if you wanted your name out there, but Mark, it's nice to have you, buddy.
Hey, Patrick, what's going on, man?
Nothing much.
I heard something about. I heard something about Evil Empire or something. I was like, are you living in Australia, or is this something to do with over there?
It's like the Romans are still trying to take the world over. The Catholic Church. The Roman Empire, where they have the Vatican is their own little fucking country over there. They got their own military. It's like, yeah, the evilness. They all wear red. They got their red. It's all coming out now. You can see it just coming right out. It's all rolling out, and the demons are everywhere. And if you guys notice, the more that we know Christ, the more we get this, the more the more some of these people can't hang with us because they're not their love for Christ is not there. They say it with words, but it's not in the heart. And you can start to see them vaporize in everywhere. And so be careful, you guys, with who you deal with. And I hate to say it, but it's like, as I see this, as we're moving along, kind of each step I go, I lose more family and friends. I didn't think I could lose anymore, but it's like they're dropping off and only certain people are hanging in there with me. It's like, what is going on here? So can you see that, Mark?
Yeah. So with what you're saying there, I did a show that I only did for I think I talked for about an hour, and then I had it up for about 15 minutes and took it down because I really just needed to talk to people who could hear me. And I didn't want to have a live chat because I didn't want to know who was there. So it wasn't influence. I just needed to get things off my chest. One of the things that I said in that was, I've had an experience in recent times, and I don't want to go into it because pretty much everything that normally happens to me that is just so far out of the blue, I will always tell on YouTube. So it's like, I have no secrets. But this thing that happened to me the other day, I was like, you know what? This is something that only has meaning to me. It has meaning to everyone, but everyone needs to experience for themselves. So what you're saying there about the demons and the good guys and stuff, like, I have been right on the line of in between the two and been on the other side of the line, not intentionally, because I've never intentionally been a bad person, but I have been a bad person, and I've hurt people, and people have hurt me, right? But with this particular thing that happened to me, and it may have either arisen from what I'm about to say, or it may have been in my subconscious or something. But one of the things that a person that I'm following overseas, who's locked up in jail in Romania at the moment, one of the things that he said was, like, demons are real, like God's real, like God, whoever your God is, God, like, there's a good God, and it's just all like love and just overwhelming, like, just good, right? And then there's the other side. Now, I've seen demons before, usually in between awake and asleep kind of land. But this particular event that happened in February this year, so this month, where I saw both kind of thing. And I know for sure that in an instant, a demon can be gone. Like, a demon will just, like, vaporize. A demon can't be anywhere near God at all. So if you've got God in you, which we all do, and I guess there's a fascination, is that the right word, I have with, like, all these bad people, don't they have any good God in them at all? It would make sense that they don't. But why is that? So,
I was thinking that we all have that duality. That we all have a good and a bad, and I was not perfect either. I was a real asshole, like I said many times in my younger days. And it wasn't until 2016 when I turned my life
Mm,
over to Christ. I mean, I followed Christ before, but I never was like this, truly in the heart, following Christ. And uh, so I think that we can shed the bad, or we can stay with the bad and shed the good. We got to do. You got to pick either or. It's going to come down to you're either good or you're bad. There's no going to be in the middle. You know, right now anybody can teeter on the fence right now, but when it comes down to it, there ain't gonna be no left, either or. You're gonna be one or the other.
it's
And
certainly fascinating, isn't it? Fascinating.
y- yeah, and you know, sometimes I feel like this is actually, my a second chance for me. Because I'm like thinking, did I miss the rapture? Like in 2016, 2017, 2018, it seems like we especially through up to COVID. I've heard of a lot of Mandela affected early on talk about a lot of missing people. You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the channels that used to Lone Eagle. He used to talk about missing people too, I think. And there's a couple channels that did that. And I'm thinking, what? Maybe I missed a rapture, and this is my second chance to, get close to Christ, or not good things,
So let me answer it from someone who's probably less educated on the Bible than yourself, Patrick. In the chat,
Mhm.
I'm just going to pop this particular date, which I've just went and found. So this date here, I was outside and I witnessed this with my own eyes. So there we go. So biblical signs in the sky on September 23rd, 2017. So you and I were balls deep in the fucking Mandela effect at the time.
Yeah.
Revelation 12, part 1. The moon was under her feet, and she wore a crown of 12 stars on her head. The sign, this sign was and is the sign of several signs to come for Revelations. Although the sign as of a woman appears to be in heaven, the events and sure actually take place on Earth. So the prophecies of a woman clothed with the sun and the moon at her feet may refer to celestial signs of, which talks about here the Feast of the Trumpets. And have a think
Mhm.
about that because Trump was in power as well.
Mhm.
And yeah, and the 12 stars on her head, and of course, Jupiter, which was in her womb for 9 months and then exited out of her lady parts in the sky. So that, and rapture was like, the 7 years, Patrick. So like this year and then next year is the 7th year since then. The signs are in the heavens, there's so many things, man. Like,
Right. And all the kingdoms are getting ready to ascend on Israel.
yeah,
And so that's going on, and everything, the technology, it even said in the Bible that information would be, all four corners of the earth, everybody would be able to hear the word of the Bible, through all four corners of the earth. And when that time
yeah,
comes, the end times are close. And then it also says there that we'll be able to go, or lots of people will be going to and fro and to and fro. and which means that traveling would be easy and everybody would be going everywhere, so when that's happening, it's like all the things that uh Jesus said is happening. Now it could be happening paranormally, or paranormally, like the Bible said it was going to happen, or it could be the elite trying to make everything come to tuition. But I doubt that. I doubt that they have that much power to do everything that's needs to be done at the exact time that everything's supposed to be done in. I don't think they have that much power. And
I'll give you an idea. I'll give you an idea of how much quote unquote power they have, right? So there's two things that I see with this. So one, for people like yourself, myself, and the people in the chat, they have very little power, because at the end of the day, if they were trying to force us to have like a shot or something, or I'm not talking about a shot of whiskey.
Right.
Or if whatever, there's plenty of things we can fill in the blanks. I'm not going to say any of them, but if they're trying to force us to that, I would say no. But where they do have power, Patrick, is this situation where I've talked about this before. I don't know if I've told you about this before, but during the height of the pandemic, like in Brisbane, where I live, I'm in the city, one of the biggest cities in Australia, and everyone were wearing those things on their face, right? And you did videos, I did videos back then, and like we were just like, this is bullshit. It makes you sicker, all this stuff. But to give you an idea of the extent of power, there was one particular day where I left wearing one of those things because I had to go to the shop, and they were basically not allowing people into the shop. So I put it on my face before I left, which I hadn't done for the whole time. And the fact that I did that, I felt so bad and guilty, right? But when I got into the lift, I thought about this, and I'm so glad that I did it, because when I got in, there was this Chinese woman, a small Chinese woman. She was the only other person in my lift for my building. And I looked at her, and she was wearing a mask, and she was standing in the corner because they marked out bloody dots on the ground. It's so ridiculous. So I got in there, and I like acknowledged her and turned around to face the doors like we all do, which is some really silly thing that we do when we get into lifts, right? And I was thinking to myself that here is Digital Intel or Mark or whoever, call me whatever. There's an Australian guy getting into a lift, and there's some Chinese lady from somewhere in the world. I mean, she may live here, I don't know. She's in the lift. So they have so much power, right, that just in this tiny little building that I'm in Australia, there's two people wearing a mask. That's how much power they had, because they had everyone everywhere doing it. And it was the one time I did it, and I'm so glad I did it, because it made me realize.
Do you mean two people not wearing a mask, or two?
No. We were wearing it. So I wore it because I had to go to the shops, and the shop that I was going into wouldn't allow me in. And they were temperature testing, right? I needed food, so I resorted to, like, I felt so guilty wearing it. But I did it on this one day, and then I never wore it after that. But I'm so glad I did wear it that day, because I had this thought, and it's carried with me. It's probably one of the most profound events that's happened. I'm looking at this Chinese woman, and I'm thinking, here's Mark, and here's this Chinese woman in Australia. I mean, this is happening everywhere. They have so much power that they've got us all doing this. So don't think that they don't have the power, but also know that you have the same amount of power back, right? Because I was getting on the bus. I mean, I don't think you might have remembered me saying I was getting on the bus, and I was the only one not wearing it. And there was like 50 or 60 people on the bus, and no one knew. I could have been naked, because when I was getting on the bus, they all had their fucking face nappy on, and they were looking at their mobile phone. No one even noticed that I didn't even have one on. But everyone had one on. Even the bus driver, even when you're getting on and off the bus. And I had some woman, some psycho bitch. Sorry. I'll say it again, though. Forgive me, God. some psycho bitch. I'm going to Woolworths, which is like a major grocery store in Australia.
Mm.
They sell like, just all your normal sort of food and bakery and vegetables and meats and chips and Coke and whatever. Anyway, so it's a major shopping center. I'm walking down there and it was a Sunday morning. It's a Sunday morning. Oh, Saturday morning here, isn't it? Oh, that's great news. It was a Sunday morning, and there was one woman that I walked past in 10 minutes because everyone was inside, which was fine, kind of early in the morning, sun's up, but not many people around. And I'm walking and she's like 10, 15 meters in front of me in open air. And she's going sick at me. She's like, "You're going to cause like fucking pandemic, rah, rah, rah." And all I could do was just laugh. I was laughing my ass off because I'm like, we're outside. It's open air, and I was just like, this is right in the heart of the bullshit. So, yeah. But yeah, they do have power, but yes, and you know what, Patrick, maybe it's even part of God's plan that he knows that they're gonna do it, that they're gonna actually bring it about themselves.
Yeah.
But if you have a look at, I was in recent times, I've really been angry at America for what they're doing in Ukraine, right? But
Yeah, I know. It's sickening.
what I saw recently, and then I'll just hand it back to you. What I saw recently was the Labour and the Liberal Party, the two major parties, or actually all the parties that are in Parliament in Australia, in the federal government. So our Prime Minister and opposition leader and stuff all came together, and they were all wearing blue and yellow flags, and they had this massive. And you know what? I was like, you know what? Australia's. This is not ages ago. This is recent, like in the last couple of weeks. So
yeah.
All of the kind of there's a lot of things I could say, but basically, Putin's come out and said, like the West is sick. Where he's come out and gone, the West is sick.
Fucking Biden. Biden says that we're gonna pay for the pension plans for Ukrainians. It's what?
It's so bad, man.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? But
it's
go
so
ahead.
Yeah, and like he's come out and said, Russia's now a Christian country. The West has all gone into all this weirdo stuff of bloody LGB 55Q and stuff, all that stuff, whatever it's called. And boys want to be girls and stuff, and like people are cutting their dicks off. All this really, sorry about the graphical nature.
I mean, you got all the actors, men actors wearing dresses.
Oh.
I mean, it's getting ridiculous. I mean, there's this one actor, I forget what his name is, but he used to be a wrestler, a famous actor wrestler. And so he's really huge, right? I mean, this guy's huge, and they got him in a freaking dress, and I'm like, no way would they ever get me in a dress. But I guess that's one of the ways that they make fun of, they get them to do what they want them to do, so they can keep their jobs, right? So they make fun of them, and they got to get them guys in the dresses, and then that way they can push the agenda of it's okay to wear a dress. It
was always hard enough to know that the Scots wore a skirt.
I never, even the Romans, if you think about it, the Romans were like, it's like, why that is kind of weird that back then they were, but of course they didn't have blue jeans back then either. So, so I don't think anybody really wore any type of pants back then.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to dresses already, Patrick. That's where we've gone with this. think that there are, like, after reading this thing that Tate had posted about there are demons, they're real, God is real, God will mess shit up when there's a demon around. Like, I've seen it. I know it's I know it's happened. I know it exists. It's like when you're having one of those sleep paralysis things. If you call out Jesus' name, you just bang, you're out of it. Like,
Yeah, I've
you
had
know what I
that
mean?
happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it. I've had it to where I had like a sleep paralysis one time, and I felt like somebody was like something was on
Trying to
top of
kill you.
me.
Trying to kill
Yeah,
you.
trying to
Yeah.
suffocate me.
Yeah.
And I finally then at that time said in Jesus' name, get away from me, or something like that. And all of a sudden, I was released. I was like
Yeah.
shocked.
Yeah, they've been trying to get you, Patrick. They've recently tried to get me as well. I haven't had sleep paralysis in a long time,
Yeah,
but
me either.
yeah, I copped something pretty bad recently, and it's it was like a wake up sign with some things, but
You know,
also a
I have
reminder.
not been
Yeah.
attacked in I have not been attacked in years. I mean,
Mhm.
I mean, of course, the things that have happened to me is considered attacks, and where I'm at right now is considered an attack. But I mean, not a physical attack like that hasn't happened to me in, I'd say, probably
Mm.
10, 12 years.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of reasons why I was potentially attacked, but it was a timely reminder for myself, and just through my own experience and sharing that now, like that can affect other people. Like, yeah, it's one of those things. But there's just so many things. This thing that happened to me with my work on Thursday was so profound and I was so angry, rightly so, with what happened. And with all these other things that have gone on. And I'm like, first of all, I'm not dying. Second of all, like, but there was, like I was talking about, there's like this underlying current of bad stuff going on. And I was like, well, all I can do is keep doing the best I can, looking after people around me, that sort of thing. But it's becoming so much more evident now when people are not good. And also these people that are like, the people that have been in my life. So I'll give you an example. Chloe in the chat and yourself are two people that, and Brenda and people like that, are not people that I'm talking about now. But there's been some people in my life who I'm like, they kind of tinker on the edge of like, is this person good or bad? Like, there's been a lot of them. Some of them, Bible people and stuff and whatever else. And I'm like, why is it that, like, with this particular one guy I can think of, why is it that it's always like I feel like I'm being talked down to, or they're using me as an example and stuff like that? I'm like, always been on the edge of like, do you know what? Like, a real friend wouldn't do this, right? Or if they did, they'd say, look, we're concerned that you drink too much, or we're concerned that you're not getting enough exercise, or what, when you do drink, you're a little bit too boisterous and loud and out there, or whatever, or we're worried that you ask for money on your YouTube videos. Just say it to my face. Like, don't beat around the bush. Just fucking say it. And I know that you guys would. And even if you do it, it's not in a nasty kind of way. But that's the thing. Like, this whole thing now is like the real people's real colors are coming out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely see it. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant by I guess I put it this way. The closer I get to Christ, it's almost like I'm leveling up and I'm leaving people behind. Not that I want to leave people behind, but they're actually showing their true colors, and they can't hang with the people who have a love in their heart for Christ, you know. And we're able to see, like, we're able to see through the media, you know, their bullshit. We're able to see through politics, their bullshit. We're able to see through these rabbit holes that we've gone down on different things. And so the truth is coming out, and we're by the grace of God, we're able to see it. I thank God that I'm able to see it, because I'm like, I ask a lot, why me? Why me? Because like I said, I was a complete asshole. And I am I've said many times I'm really sorry for the things I've done. I wish I could take them back, you know. And anybody that affected in my life, whether I knew it or not, I'm sure we affect people that we don't even know. We affect people, and they're, you know, they get hurt from what we did or said or whatever, you know. And I now have the intention not to, hurt anybody. I've kind
With
of
that though,
I
Patrick, with that though, like where I have to say, like, totally agree up to a point, because it's like, if you put your heart on the line, or if you've been walked down a path, and I've done this to other people, so I'm not the person to, like, I'm just such a hypocrite for even bringing this up, really. But where we're at now, like, if you start walking down a path with someone and then pull the rug out from underneath them, or something like that, like, there comes a time when you have to learn from your mistakes, right? And it's never some people.
and I still make
Hang on.
mistakes.
I just really want to say
today,
this one bit. I just have to say this one bit. Some people, and this is what I was talking about before when I used the guy as an example, right? And this goes with more than one person, is that sometimes it feels like the accountability and responsibility, or the person who's done wrong, is 100% me. Like, it's like, oh, hang on a second, that like, for all this stuff that you're saying, there is at least, even if it's just 1% of you. And yeah, I'm not living under the line. I'm not making excuses or passing the blame or denying that I've done something wrong. I still feel like a lot of what I see in this world are just people who are just completely oblivious to how they're, like, you'll do it and I'll do it. We'll put ourselves, and we'll use the words, I put myself in their shoes. Like, and I say that all the time. I can see how someone was hurt, or I can see how, and maybe I shouldn't have done this or done that. But sometimes it feels like the other people they're just completely oblivious to the fact that they've done something wrong. And I'm not saying they're necessarily demonic, but, yeah. And I mean, that's largely my experience with relationships previously, is like, I'm happy to admit where I'm wrong. I've even said to chicks before, Patrick, like, we won't go down this path of talking about relationships again, but, like, I said, I'll go to counseling. Like, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll admit all my faults, but for goodness sakes, can you please admit some of yours? Because it's like,
no, that's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. Nah.
You're the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy.
You forced her to do whatever she did.
Yeah, she needed to.
It's all your fault. Welcome, Joe Dirt. Welcome, David. And Captain Kirk, welcome.
Chloe's there as well.
Yep.
David
welcome,
Wolf.
Chloe. Glenn
Patrick
from
Roberts,
Boston.
our new timeline.
Digital. I miss your parties, Digi. Man,
Yeah.
when you first started going live, I never laughed my ass off so much that you're first trying to get things set up in that lamp kept messing up or whatever. I don't know what it was doing, but you're having problem with a lamp or something.
Oh yeah, I
You-
remember that now.
and you just were having the damnedest time, and you're like, "Fuck this shit." uh,
What's going off with that? Yeah.
I'm about ready to just throw everything out.
Hey, Joe
But yeah, go ahead.
Bloor has put a comment in here. Now, this is like a loaded
Yes,
question. This is a
I
loaded
have
question.
dated a stripper, a
Yeah,
couple of
so have
them,
I.
matter of fact.
Let me think.
Are
I've
they
dated
possessed?
someone.
They're on drugs, that's for sure.
Mm.
I don't know if they're possessed, but um,
Joe Dirt
they've
Rate Pro
never
private
they've never
sessions
been
count.
they've never been faithful to me.
Well,
uh,
like in the
shit,
Bible, like
I had a
don't judge, right?
girlfriend, huh?
In the Bible, it
I,
says don't judge.
right. Oh, are you judging somebody by calling them a stripper?
Well, you can't. Well, I guess it's stereotyping, isn't it? Like we both did that then. That they take drugs and that they cheat on people. I mean,
Oh, well, that's the
maybe
truth,
there's.
though.
Well, that's our experience, but it's
Yeah, that not all. I guess not all. Yeah, right. The ones
you
I
know what
hung
I
out
mean.
with were on drugs, you know. But anyways, I took a girlfriend of mine from a small town up north here, took her down to Florida with me, and we started getting really low on money. So
Oh, here we go.
I took her to a strip joint because she was really pretty. I said, don't go get a stripping job, you know, but I guarantee you'll get a waitress job in here. And she came out about a half hour later with a waitress job.
Uh-huh.
And within about 3 days, they talked her into dancing.
Yeah.
And I was so mad. And I said, "No, I don't want you dancing." And she's like, "Oh my God, you should see the money they're making." Yeah, and I said, "Yeah, but I'm no, I'm not on this. No, I don't like this." So, she, she got her way. So I went in there and I got a job as a bouncer. They didn't know that we were boyfriend and girlfriend right away. Because they wouldn't have hired me if we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mhm.
So within a week they found out that we were boyfriend and girlfriend, but they didn't fire me. They just told me that I'm not allowed to, if I show any sort of jealousy, that I'm fired. So
Oh
so
God.
I kept my cool for a whole 6 hours maybe. I didn't.
I knew it. I would have been the
This
same.
guy touched her on her ass, grabbed her ass, both cheeks, and pushed her in, and they're not
Yeah.
allowed to touch them at all. And I went over there and I grabbed him and I was gonna punch him, and I didn't want to go to jail and shit, but I told him if he ever touched her again, I was gonna take him outside, and he wouldn't be allowed in here again. And
Yeah.
I had that right to tell him all that because he's not allowed to touch him. But
Yeah.
I did get fired. I got fired right away. But so I got fired, and about a week later, my girl's not coming home after work anymore. She's not coming home till 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like,
Mm.
what in the fuck is going on? And she's like, oh, we're just out. See, I swear to on here, so I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Fucking great.
Uh,
Yeah.
but she was saying that her and the girls were going out for breakfast after work, and I'm like, Yeah, you get done around, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Breakfast, I can see okay, 5 in the morning, 6 maybe. That's pushing it. But like
Mm.
8 o'clock in the morning. So one time I waited outside at night. It was nighttime, so the sun was starting to come up. And I'm just waiting outside. I'm waiting outside for hours, waiting to see where she gets dropped off and stuff. So I seen one of the bouncers Trans Am's pull up about like the beginning of the block. We lived
Mm.
oh oh uh, about halfway, if not more, down the block. And I seen her get out of the car. I go running up. I already have the baseball bat in my hand. And I'm like, get out of the car now. Get the hell out of the car now. And he was not getting out. As soon as she got out, she's like, Pat, stop it, stop it. And he punches on the gas to go by me, and I swung and I hit it. I cracked his windshield. I smashed his windshield. And
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was gonna stop. And he didn't stop, he kept going. And he never came after me for the money. Never even tried to come after me for the money for the windshield. Um,
Yeah.
but but she ended up getting fired. Um, but I'm like, well, for one, how can you fire her for? But I guess they ended up. He kept his job, but he could have got fired too, because there weren't supposed to be uh, any kind of that going on in the workplace. Not even on the outside, because it causes problems on the inside real
Hmm.
easy, like the problems I had. So if you have him fucking or doing her, and she comes in dancing, and he starts to get jealous just like I did. So that's why I don't like that stuff going on, but it always goes on. I mean, so anyways, I didn't split up with her or anything. I ended up going to a party with three of the strippers, and I didn't know, like, I was drinking. This is one of the nights that she was working before she got fired. I went to a party with three of the strippers, and I got her okay and everything. That's now I know why, because that left time for them to do whatever they're gonna do. But anyways, so I went to this party, and I thought we were gonna go to a party where there was gonna be like more girls and stuff. And we got to this party, and it's all guys there, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck. And so I'm just kind of really bored because I really don't know these girls. And I guess some of these guys were their girlfriend, or boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff.
Mm.
So they started fucking with me, and they started calling me Yankee and shit because of my accent and stuff. They knew I was from up north. So they started calling me Yankee and stuff, and I was already messed up. I was drunk, and I was drinking Captain Morgan's right out of the bottle. And I'm like, yeah, this is how us Yankees drink, right from the bottle.
Yeah.
So they wanted one guy wanted to fight me, and I said, well, they all did actually. And I said, all right, you guys want to fight? I'll take you all out one by one. Let's fucking go.
No.
They get outside, and one guy gets on all fours behind me, and the other guy pushes me over, pushes me, and I fall over. And so while I'm down, one throws a brick at my head, another one
Ah.
kicks me in the head, and so they beat the living shit out of me. And I woke up next to the car. I grabbed the handle of the car. At this time, I can only see out of one eye. And so I get myself up, and like I can barely see, but I heard a voice pretty close to me, like right on this side of me over here. And I just swung. as hard as I could, and I connected. And then I grabbed the handle again so I wouldn't fall over. And all of a sudden, a guy comes up from behind me and gets me in a fucking chokehold. And all of a sudden, I see this fist, pow, right in the face. And the next thing I know, I'm in the car, hunched on the floorboard, kind of, you know, up, face up, with my back hunched over that freaking hump in the back of the older cars, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm all humped back there, and the paramedics are trying to wake me up. They got a light shining in my face, but I didn't know it was the paramedics. As soon as I came to, I start swinging in again, and they're like, "Stop swinging! Stop swinging! We're the paramedics! We're the paramedics!"
Oh,
And
no.
so they got me settled down. They got me in the ambulance, took me to the hospital, and I found out later from the girls that were at the party, one of them ended up finally calling the police and the paramedics. And the guys thought they killed me. So they threw me in the back of the car, and they're literally gonna go dump me in the alley somewhere. And just as they're backing out,
Jesus.
that's when the paramedics pulled into the driveway. So they couldn't get out because it was the one, you know, driveway. So there's no way around because there's trees and shit on both sides. So they couldn't. They just got out and they started running, and they left. Obviously, I was passed out in the back, and so they get me to the hospital and they do a CT scan on me right away. They call my girlfriend who's dancing at the bar and tell her to come get me and shit. And the only thing, I had a concussion, I had a broken nose, bruised ribs, and a bunch of bruises. Both eyes were pretty much shut. My head was so swelled up. Um, that's not so bad considering, getting a brick and shit tossed at you and getting punched how many times in the head. So I consider myself very lucky. Um, but it took, and I'm not shitting you, it took me a little over a week to be able to walk straight again. I was walking on a lean, like I literally had, I ain't shitting you, man. I literally had to hang on to shit as I walked because I was so far on my uh balance was so far off that I thought I was so afraid I was going to be that way the rest of my life. But a little over a week, it finally straightened back out. Um, it's kind of funny because this eye is still droopy from being really messed up. And then I got the shingles not too long ago. I believe that's a fucking attack on me though. My house burning down, the shingles,
Yeah.
me losing my truck, so I've had plenty of attacks on me in the last few years. But
See,
um
they could be demonic things as well in some sort of way.
mhm.
Do you know what I
I've
mean?
never had a house burned down on me before.
That's so fucked up. I remember that.
Yeah. And then when I got the shingles, I'm like, what the hell am I getting the shingles already for? I'm not that old. Yeah, I mean, not as old as, it's usually happens in very
Oh no, you get them
elderly
in your
people.
40s. You get them in your 40s,
Oh,
Patrick.
really?
40s and 50s. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I'm
I thought it
46.
was older.
No, no,
And
no.
but then to get it on my face, I had never heard of that before. But I guess
Mm.
it does happen. Because I punched it up. Because I thought I even went in to see a doctor. Um, and that was during COVID days, and I got in without a mask. That's when they wanted me to wear they wanted me to wear the mask, but I wouldn't. So they agreed to let me in if I put a tissue, not a Kleenex over my nose and mouth,
No,
over my face, and
so
I'm like,
ridiculous.
does that even make any fucking sense? But anyway, so I did that. I actually put it, once I got in, I put it in my lips and let it just hang there,
Mm.
um, being funny. But uh, but I thought I was gonna lose my left eye over it. Um, and it's still numb. It's still numb up in here where I had the shingles. I
That's
never got the feeling
crazy.
back.
That's so crazy.
It's like I'm losing all the feeling in my body from my feet all the way up to my knees. My hands are starting to go, and then when I
Yeah,
got the shingles, I don't have any feeling up here. Yeah, it's
like that's
crazy.
why with this thing that happened to me on Thursday with my work, like I'm just not stressing about it because it's all challenges, man. I mean, I've got lots of health things going on myself, and it's the same sort of thing. Like I'm trying to stay good, man. Trying to do the things I can, eating as good as I can.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
trying to cut out sugar, but it's
You know
crazy. It's
what?
a crazy world.
Yeah, right. And with everything going on, I'm like, everybody is like you panicking. You see all these channels pointing out this is gonna happen, this happened, and they adding the dots together, and I'm just sitting back going, it's so nice to have this much faith in Christ that I am not fearing any of this. I'm
Hmm.
just sitting back, like, just watching it all, like, because I'm not, I know I'm gonna be okay, so
Hmm.
it's like, I'm I'm sure I would freak out a little bit if I had some big demon come right in my face and go, yeah, then I would probably freak out a little bit.
I don't think that
But
will necessarily happen in real life, but if you're asleep or partly asleep, you could experience something like that. And
yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah, I mean,
um,
I used to have all kinds of shit happen to me, supernatural shit when I was younger, all the way up until, my 30s or so. And I totally feel guarded right now. I totally feel like I'm protected because I haven't had any of that stuff happen in a couple of years or so. So, yeah.
yeah, I think Joe's put in here. Maybe you did die, Patrick. Well, I'm just writing here. I think many of us did. Um, it's yeah, I think along with that, I think that's the reason why you're feeling better about, and you don't have to go down as many rabbit holes and stuff. I mean, I'm seeing stuff. I've said this before as well, like say work things where it's like a replica of what I've seen previously happen, and where I would be previously doubting myself and really mad and upset and trying to respond and react and stuff. Like I can see things like that now and go, okay, this is just this thing happening again, and that this place is really shit that we live in. There's a lot of really good things, but people can be really shit. And I think in this point in time, there's just so many people who are so brainwashed. Um, and I do think that like part of the awakening process, those first few years. I mean, just think of all of us and think of all of our videos and conversations and stuff. Those first few years were really tough, man.
Mm,
2016, 17, 18, like whether we
yeah.
were sent back here, which we probably were, and everything's different and we're trying to deal with stuff. So I think after a course of time, like once you've gotten through a good 5 or 6 years, 7 years of it, you can afford that luxury of going, okay, well, I can see everything is fucked up to a large degree. And it's run
Mm,
by these sicko people who are probably working for the devil anyway, doing all this
mm,
bad shit. So you can kind of rest in this knowledge of knowing that you're better, you know, and there's nothing wrong with me saying this. I don't think that you're better than that and you're on the higher ground. And there's that as well.
Still not
because-
saying I'm perfect.
Oh no,
You know,
I know
not
for
by
sure I'm
any
not.
means.
Yeah, I know I'm not. I still say bad things. I still react. I still tell people to fuck off or whatever when I shouldn't. You know, I make more mistakes than anyone. Well, I'm the mistake master. I feel like Trump right now. I make more mistakes than anybody, and I have the best record of making mistakes. You know, I know he never says that. He says the opposite. I am the best. I got the best record. I mean, God bless Trump. We want him back, but he can come and be president over here. We need someone good. We've got such lousy.
I mean,
shit
he
people.
obviously would be better than Biden, but they're all the same. They're all cut from the same cloth, so it don't matter to me who's really in it. You're gonna get the same shit, you know. I you know what? I hope that Trump gets voted in. I hope he gets voted in.
I don't think he can. I think there's too many people.
Yeah, no, he can. He can. He still can.
No. I mean, I think what I'm trying to say is I don't think he can get in with votes because of last time. Like they're just going to stop him. Like I think.
Oh yeah.
I think he was the most popular president in history in the last election. But I think they dodged it up. Yeah.
Just my name. Where the hell did he go?
Who have you got? Bring him in because I can only be here a little while. So
Jim, my brother Jim's trying to come in. Come try again. I don't know what happened. Try again, Jim. But I forgot what I was gonna say.
Trump getting outvoted.
Oh yeah, because you know, I mean, I hope he is on the right side, but I got a feeling he's gonna get voted in, and he's gonna keep going with what Biden has been doing. He was the good cop the first time around, but now they can't go backwards now. They're all in. They threw all their chips in right now. They got to keep going. There ain't no way that they're either he'll get voted in and keep going the way Biden's been going, or they'll just vote somebody else in and let him take over with, you know, going down that road.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm not getting any audio from you. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Wait a minute. It's volume. Never mind. Hold on.
Yeah, it might help to turn that volume up.
Nope. I'm not hearing you. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
We can.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing you. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself in the meantime.
Okay. Yeah, so Joe says my blood pressure is up and down. I need to relax. Yeah, chill out, man. Hi, Joe says hi, Jim, long time, man. And I do want to thank the people who have donated to me in the past. I want to thank Melanie for sending me some ointment to put on this neuropathy, to help calm it down. So I really appreciate you guys because it does help out a lot. Hey Jim, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got it fixed. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Long live Trump.
Let's see.
Yeah, Trucker
Yeah.
Jim, you got this.
Yeah, buddy. Hi, everybody. Hey, Joe Dirt. How you doing, my brother? I
So
lost
are
your
you-
number. That's why I haven't called you, brother.
So are you still stranded?
Yep, still stranded in Wyoming. I had a service truck come out here because my air tanks froze up last night, and now which cost us $400, and now I'm waiting for them to return because my air tanks froze up again.
Hmm.
So I'm still in hell. It's been 5 days stuck in Wyoming.
Yeah.
What's there to do in Wyoming?
No,
Not much.
I'm a truck driver, and I was on my way from Salt Lake City to right there by East Palatine, Ohio. I have a delivery to make, and while going through Ohio, the roads are so treacherous from the snowstorm and ice storm we've gone through. So I've been stuck here for 5 days.
Don't go drinking any of that water in Ohio.
No, hell no. I don't even want to breathe the air.
So welcome, Elgo, Joe Dirt.
Algo, you and me got to talk, brother.
Joe Blow or Blower.
Joe
Joe
Blow.
Dirt. Joe Blower.
I think Chloe's dropped off. She was here before as well.
Oh,
So,
did
Captain
Chloe
Kirk.
leave?
Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk
Yeah,
from the Starship Enterprise. I've been watching Picard. the first
That's
season.
funny. The name of the trucking company I work for is called Star Trek.
Ah, no way.
Yeah, yeah.
Synchronicities.
Engage.
Trying to find a good lighting here. That's the best I can do, guys. Sorry.
That's good.
Well, I was 15 minutes late then. It is what it is. Yeah, no,
You're my brother. You're always late.
Actually, I had the stream set up for 9:30, and Mark texted me earlier and wanted to go on earlier, and I'm like, well, I can't go on as early when he wanted when he asked me, but I said I think I can get on by 8:30, and so I changed the time to 8:30.
I'm on Mountain Time, and I was watching the Salty Show, so I'm not going to leave the Salty Show, even for you.
Okay.
And
Is that Salted
you're-
Cedar?
no, the Salty Cracker.
Ah.
I love that guy. I've been following him almost 4 years. He does a live show every Sunday, Wednesday, and Fridays. 4:30 Avocado time, 7:30 Central Time. No, 6:30 Central Time.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is
I
that?
never
What
miss
sort
a
of
show.
show? What does he do? What sort of stuff does he have on his channel?
No guests, no commercials. He's starting to advertise just a little bit just to make some money. He pretty much political, recent news, not even news. It's more, you really got to see it. It's very humorous. He has a very good way of bringing things to the table. I don't even know how to explain it. You really have to see him.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be silent in the background here, Patrick, because I got to go pick up some food, but I'll be back.
Okay.
So how's everybody doing? I mean, what's happening? I haven't been on here in almost a year.
Not much. Things have kind of slowed down. Just kind of taking in all the information that's been coming out about everything.
Yeah. There's
Sitting
a lot
back,
to take in.
Yeah. So I mean, just kind of grasping everything, kind of. So, did you say you have any idea when you're gonna get out of there?
Well, they said Thursday, then they said Friday. Now they're saying tomorrow morning. So I'm praying we get out of here. I mean, I am really low on supplies. I ordered Domino's for dinner today. It cost me $50. Went 3 miles. I told you yesterday. I went 3 miles in a taxi cab and back, and it cost me $35. Altogether, in the 5 days I've been here, I've spent over $400.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting desperate. Plus, I don't know if you ever seen the movie The Shining with Jack Nicholson. I'm really starting to feel like that at the end. I mean, I'm confined into a truck. I got nowhere to go.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. That sucks. There's like that sucks. No gas station or anything to sit in, and
3 miles away
coffee.
is the closest. Yeah, 3 miles away is the
Wow.
closest. I'm no good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like I told you, I've got a toaster oven, a microwave, refrigerator. I mean, I've got everything I need if I had the supplies, but I only keep about 4 days supply with me. And right now I'm down to not even a half a pound of turkey, 6 or 7 slices of cheese, half a loaf of bread. You know, I'm depleted, and 3 bottles of tea.
Yeah.
So I'm really depleted, and we won't even get into clothes. I've got 1 pair of jeans, 3 pairs of underwear, 3 pairs of socks left, plenty of t-shirts. I always have a lot of t-shirts, but I mean, laundry's getting really depleted too.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what did you say the temperature was?
Oh, right now it's not too bad. It's 11. Yesterday was bad.
Well, how are you doing on gas?
I'm about 3/8 of a tank, so I'm good. It's about 35, 40 pounds, 35 or 40 gallons.
Yeah.
So I'm good, especially until tomorrow. If worst comes to worst, that once these guys come out here and fix the air tanks, if they stay another day, there is a truck stop, really hard to get into because there's so many trucks in there. But I can always get fuel if they got fuel. They ran out of fuel 2 days ago, so hopefully they got fuel by now.
Yeah, I can't foresee a gas station being without fuel for too long.
Yeah, especially when they have. I mean, in the lot I'm in right now, there's over 300 trucks sitting here waiting to run. In the Flying J, they said they have 200 truck spaces to sit, and not only do they have the 200 filled, but all along the street, all along the interstate ramps are all full of trucks. There's empty lots across the street from Flying J that there's probably another 100 trucks in. Walmart has got probably about 40 or 50 trucks in it. Walgreens across the street has about 10 trucks in it. I mean, I bobtailed around the city the last couple of days, just to see what's going on. It's a mess. I mean, it's an absolute mess. In 32 years of driving, I've never seen it this bad.
Wow.
And there's another storm on its way in Monday, so I need to get out of here by then.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, the temperature here has even been falling. We got quite a bit of snow the other night.
I heard you guys got a lot of ice too. Milwaukee did. Milwaukee, or at least Racine, my aunt.
Yeah, that's more south.
It's so hard to say my aunt to my brother. It's so weird,
Yeah, so south of Wisconsin probably did, and that's Racine, Milwaukee, and all that.
Yeah.
We got a lot of snow, that's for sure. We got
really
big snow bank out there now.
But how many inches do you think?
Probably about 8.
Oh my God, you got more than we did. I can see the ground. I mean, we probably got an inch out here, but
we got 3 inches the first night, and then the second night, when you said that we were gonna get hit pretty good, we got about 5 inches that night.
Wow. See, we got here in Rock Springs, Wyoming, where I'm at. We got probably about 4 inches at one point, but the winds were so horrendous yesterday that it all blew away. I mean, I can actually see the ground. It was
Wow.
unbelievable. I've never seen the wind the way it was. I mean, I was rocking and rolling for almost a full 24 hours.
Mm. Joe said it snowed there in Minnesota a day ago, and he got about a foot.
Nice. Not nice, but yeah. He's really out in the boonies too. I mean, he's on dirt road and everything. He had to have an interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, my stop quitting is over.
Uh,
Or stop smoking. That's over. My nerves are a basket, dude.
yeah. Mid-Western hardcore Christian town would name itself Palestine. Or just asking and forgive my ignorance. Midwestern hardcore Christian town would name itself Palestine. I'm not sure how. I think they were called something else. They were called, yeah. I heard through the grapevine that they had a different name.
Viola?
And Palestine.
Yeah.
That was,
Palestine.
it was named something else, and they just changed it. I don't even, like maybe in the 50s, 60s, or maybe even the 80s. I don't remember when they changed it. But I know it was in our lifetime.
I've made many
changed
deliveries
it.
to that town. I've
Oh,
made
yeah.
many deliveries, yeah. There's a Walmart not too far, Walmart distribution center. And remember, I used to do Walmarts when I was on reefers. I've been there so many times. I mean, I've slept in the truck stop there so many times.
I heard through the grapevine too that in June, right around June 11th, Trump is supposed to get a head wound in Ohio.
What?
Yeah, it's like they're
a premonition.
This guy's predicting. Well, he's been predicting it for a couple years now, that on June 11th of this year, and you know the way things are going, this guy might be on to something. He's even saying that Seattle is supposed Seattle, the needle, the space needle.
The space needle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be blowing up or something is supposed to happen.
With everything going,
say that was going to happen in June, I think too.
With everything going on with the Russia and China, togetherness, I don't doubt anything right now. Something's going to happen. Something really big.
Yeah, they said that he was putting, you know how not only does he was putting this gematria together, and it says that Seattle's supposed to get wiped off the face of the map this
Thank
year.
God.
And it's been pre-programmed, predictive programming, because even the Seattle Seahawks, when they were playing a game against Ohio, who's in Ohio that they would be playing against?
The Cleveland Indians, or
the
no,
Browns.
They're called Blue. Okay, no, that's football. That's football.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Seattle
That won't
Seahawks.
be in June. Oh, wait a minute.
No. I'm not saying. Just listen.
Okay.
They were playing a football game. The Seattle Seahawks were playing against the Cleveland Browns, and when Seattle scored a touchdown, they played a little dance, bye, and it's supposed to be predictive programming that they were saying, they specifically sang that song because Seattle's gonna be bye bye bye, and they rarely do something like, they rarely do that, have their little dance like the football players, they'd have their end zone dance,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they never have an actual song play throughout the whole stadium. Bye bye bye. They don't normally play a song according to their dance.
I'll be right back.
Anyways, they played the song bye bye bye, and so this guy, he's been talking. I've been listening to him for a couple of years, and he's been saying all this stuff, and it's really his name. His name is like Drastic. I think that's just the name, Drastic. But I'll double check because if you guys want to look him up. But he's got all these scenarios that Trump and Elvis are actually twins. Or Trump is Elvis's twin, and they're both evil. And he just puts them both together. The dates, their birth dates, and everything add up on certain dates that come out to where Trump is supposed to um, June 11th, which would be one of them's birth date, or and Obama's in this somehow too. So it's like Obama, Trump, and Elvis. And Elvis was the first one to get the giggles on national TV. So, and Trump is the godfather of the giggles. He's the father of the giggles because he always says that he's the one that uh, basically invented it or whatever, or pushed it. It was his thing, is what he said. So yeah, it's just interesting the way this guy puts things together, and I started thinking this guy is like smoking crack or something. But the longer I listen to him and the more things that happen, this guy might be on to something. So it's interesting. You falling asleep there, dude? Yeah. What'd you do? Freeze up? Yeah, he must have froze up. It looks like he's sleeping, don't it? Don't it look like he's sleeping? You froze up, man. I can't hear you. So you'll have to retry to come back in. See, try cough. Oh, good. Let's see. Vicks Vapor Rub. Yes, put Vicks Vapor Rub on. Nothing, just trying to cough out phlegm. Yeah, I've been doing that for a while now, too. Actually, I'm doing pretty good. It's not doing too bad. I sound a lot better than what I sounded in the past. Oh, he said he'd be right back. Okay. The ginger and honey will help. Didn't know about the time. I used to take honey all the time. Then one day I became allergic to bees. Yeah. Whoops. Damn it. Just watch out for water in the lungs. I'm dealing with that now. Time I asked Jim why the highway is still closed. Yeah, I'll ask him when he comes back. I had a phone call from boss. You can put me back on. You have to come in, Jim. You're not in. Oh, yeah, you are. Okay. Add to stream.
Duh. I'm waiting for the service guy, and my boss called to see if he was here. And to answer that question about why the highway is still shut down, it's not. It just opened up, but there's still a lot of slick spots between here and Cheyenne, and it's extremely windy. You got to remember, I only have 10,000 pounds and only a quarter of a trailer. So the chances of me getting on the highway now before morning and me getting flipped over by the wind is, because I'm in the mountain area. So I have to stay down until at least morning. Plus, not only that, I can't drive with no air pressure. That's why I'm waiting for the service guy. So that answers that question. Go ahead, Pat. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, no, Joe, I've been feeling pretty good lately. Been feeling pretty good, and I didn't need the giggles to feel good.
Joe, I've been feeling great ever since my surgery.
My next door neighbor next to me is like all shot up, and she's so sick right now. Oh my God. She's like, I can barely walk to get the mail.
How much is that depression?
How much is what?
How much is that in her is depression?
I don't know.
I'm seeing a lot of people that are getting the giggles really depressed.
Really?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of depression in these people. Not just the giggles, but the bumpers. We'll call them the bumpers. People who have gotten the bumpers are showing a lot of depression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
The giggles? The
giggles.
Yeah.
The stuff you get after the giggles.
Yeah, right. The boosters.
I didn't want to say that word.
Oh yeah. As long as you don't say the big V word,
yeah.
I think we're all right.
Okay.
All the other bigger channels can say it all day long, but the minute we say it on here, it's medical misinformation.
Do you ever listen to the Black Conservative Patriot? BCP?
No.
He can't say it either. And I mean, he's got almost 1 million people following him, and he can't say it either. They keep giving him a strike.
Joe says, "Am I evil for looking at XX magazines and videos?" I don't think you're evil. You may have to repent, but I don't think you're evil.
If that was the case, Joe, I've got a highway straight to hell.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's moral, but I don't think you're evil. I'm not here to judge anybody. Never spent any money on XX, but
oh hell no.
Probably not. Probably makes you normal. So anyways,
lust is again in the Bible is bad, but it says anytime that we drop our seed is bad. Not in the use of what's the word I'm looking for? Procreation. But I can't see it not being forgivable.
I mean, anything is forgivable. I mean, look at Paul. He murdered, or basically, yeah, he was sent out to murder believers, and he done his share of murdering believers, and then on his way to murder Peter, Jesus blinded him, and he was blinded for 3 days, and then he a guy came and laid hands on him, and 3 days later he was not blind anymore, and he was a true believer of Jesus Christ. So he was forgiven for the, so he, it's just all about asking for forgiveness and believing. Stripers and hookers are people too. Yeah, strippers, stripers. I call them strippers.
Stripers.
Yeah. Strippers. I mean, legal stuff. Hey, Sharky, somebody woke Sharky up.
Holy crap!
I will put the link in there for you, Sharky, because I know
the book of Sharky.
I know you're coming on, brother, because I know you are, because I talked to you yesterday and you said you're going to come on. Just got here and talking about. Oh boy, that's right. Huh?
That's why you didn't call me yesterday.
Yeah, he called me. Actually, he called me. We didn't talk long because when he called, I was sleeping. And I called him back about a half hour later, and we talked about maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes, and I went back to bed.
How's your chest go?
A lot better.
You sound better.
Yeah, sleeping it away and taking Mucinex.
That's the best way to do it, is sleep. Your body rebuilds itself in your sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh boy, we're talking sex, and that's what woke Sharky up. He just got here and talking about strippers. He's like, right on. I have
Sharky. Can I say something? Hey, Sharky, how much did you have anything to do with that plane crash at Bill and Hillary Clinton airport?
Yeah, Sharky, was there really, really high winds that day like they said there is? There was. I got a girl YouTuber that made a video, and she was going through all that stuff, and she said, nope, I can't find anywhere where the winds were as high as they're saying it was, 40 miles an hour and all that. Nope, I don't see that anywhere. And she's connecting all these dots. The plane was supposed to go that way, and it went in this big loop. Yeah, sometimes planes fly in loops, but they don't go like this direction. She's like drawing this all out. That's that girl that I showed you, remember? She just did a whole video on
how often do you hear of a plane doing a loop around an airport that they took off from? Not that they're landing at, but they took off
right,
from. You don't hear about that.
Right.
That don't make any sense. They only put so much fuel in a plane.
And she was talking about how the plane explodes. Like when it hits the ground, does it explode right away? What should you hear and all this? So people that are coming back that have been around plane crashes before are saying, and the people on the ground, that when they said they heard a boom first. They didn't hear a crash. Nobody said they heard a crash. They heard a boom. So that means only one thing, is that there was probably a bomb on that plane, and they blew it up about a mile or so in there. They were just getting off the ground, and they were about a mile off the ground, and boom. So yeah, she was talking all about connecting the dots. Is basically, her video was called Connecting the Dots, and she was just doing her own little research, but she made a lot of sense.
Nice chandelier there, Sharky.
Sure. Yeah. Joe says,
say hi. Say hi.
Hey, Buster.
Hey, Buster.
What's his name? Skeeter.
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Joe, let's see, Joe, or that is a sign of times. It's hard to feel down these days, so much going on. Also, Joe Jert says they came out and rule in Arkansas again.
Oh yeah,
Somebody.
yeah. From his cabinet, the guy who introduced him to Epstein, or was bringing Epstein to the White House. They found him hung to a tree by electric cord and a shotgun blast to his chest. They found the weapon. Now at first they said they couldn't find the weapon. Now, as of today or yesterday, they said they found the shotgun 30 feet away. They said the recoil made the gun go 30 feet away. Come on.
Yeah. Who is this guy? The guy that was what?
He was part of Clinton's administration, and he's the one who introduced Clinton to Epstein.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep.
So another check mark for the Clintons, right?
Exactly. And it was in Arkansas. He died in Arkansas.
Chloe said, Joe, it's okay to experience those feelings. It's natural. However, try not to give it so much attention. Feeling that way isn't wrong or bad, but try to keep sight on the things you're grateful for. Yes, I agree.
Hey, Pat.
What?
Just a question. What happened to that girl that used to come on that was up in Vancouver area? I can't remember her name.
Cammy?
Cammy. Yeah, Cammy. How's she doing?
She's doing not too bad. She had a house fire not too long ago, but she wasn't hurt or anything.
Any of the animals?
I don't know. No, her animals were fine.
Okay, good.
No, one or two apartments burnt in her apartment building, but she was able to move back into her or stay in her place and stuff. So
okay, that's good.
But no, she's doing fine. I'm not sure where she is. She'll probably be here a little bit later. Joe Blower says, yeah, I basically have the same disease that President John F. Kennedy was sick with, and why he was addicted to antihistamines in sexual intercourse.
We're all addicted to that. Sharky, you old fart.
Oh yeah, hey Sharky, what's up, man?
Is my headphones acting wonky on the stream or anything? They were going to kind of go on wonky for a bit, but now they sound okay to me.
Oh, you sound really distorted.
Yeah, a little bit.
Almost like that microphone's right in your mouth.
Well, was it because I was drinking beer, or is it okay?
It's okay now.
Can you turn the volume down a little bit on the microphone alone? No. Okay.
No, but I can stop them, and I have to come back, but do it the regular way. It works fine.
No, it works fine. It just sounds really, really loud.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. Yeah, let me just kind of stop them and see what happens.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, Pat.
Me.
What? Can we hear you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, that's much better.
Can hear you fine now.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's the headphones. I don't
Can
know
you
how
hear
to
us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all fine.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear
tie
us?
it in a ponytail. Tie it in a ponytail, Sharky.
Can you hear us? Sharky. Can you hear us, Sharky?
I'm at orange.
Sharky. Can you hear us, Sharky?
Sharky.
Oh wow! I pull my. That feels weird. Leave your body in one position. Don't move it, but move your neck as far forward as you can get it. Oh, it feels like it's like pulling shit in my back. It's like Oh, that is like the weirdest feeling. Can you guys feel that when you do that?
Yes,
Of course you can.
Oh, oh, I feel like, oh. Did you guys, it's so, I'm not even gonna get on that subject because I'll just get Sharky started. So Sharky, how you doing? What have you been up to, man?
made some chicken fried steak earlier.
Oh, that cooking.
Yeah.
You've been making cooking videos. That's what
Yeah.
you've been up to. He made bread. Did you see his bread video the other day?
That was
Tell him
crazy.
how you made bread. How you can make bread here on Orion now.
You just like what it basically was 2 cups of flour, seems like, in an equal portion of milk of all-purpose flour, not all-purpose, but self-rising flour. But it was calling for a quarter and a cup and a quarter of milk, but it turns into dough biscuit. It was supposed to be able to be poured. So basically, I tried it 3 times, and the second time I added more, and the third time I actually had milk, and I wasn't using half and half and water and that kind of shit. And so I
Hey,
tried
Creek
the third
Mary.
time, it didn't work, but so I had to add, but so basically it was like equal for me here in my house. It was equal or a little bit more milk versus the flour, and then you pour it and you bake it, and like it, you butter the dish, and it makes freaking bread in like 35 to 40 minutes. Not like 2 days later, and it tasted really good, and it was bread.
Hey, we thought we were getting a lot of snow. Censored Cactus got 19 inches. Holy crap.
Good God.
He just got plowed out.
Wow. That's a lot. Where's he at?
Where are you at? Where are you at, Censored Cactus?
Hey, Creek Mary.
Oh yeah. Hey, Chloe. Creek Mary. Am I doing that good enough?
Creek Mary got shit. I just wrote you back, Creek Mary, on my video. I watched them all day.
Is Mark back? Mark, can you hear us? I can't tell if he's back or if he's still muted. Yeah, he's still muted. Okay, so is there anything that's on your guys' mind that you want to get off your chest?
I wanna go home. Oh Lord, I wanna go home. That's what's on my mind.
Kept power, so all is well. Where are you? You're in Minnesota?
Oh, so is Joe Dirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Joe said he got a foot, so I wonder, you must be more up north than Joe is. More snow is coming. I'm glad I still don't live in Grantsburg. Oh my God, that's like right on the Minnesota border. And we used to get a lot of snow. We used to get hit with tons of snow.
If he's in the southeast portion of Minnesota, he probably would have got hit too. Hit pretty hard.
More snow is coming. I heard, yeah, that's what I heard. A lot of states are going to get hit again. Monday, yeah.
That's why I need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that would suck for you to get hit again and be stuck there still longer.
I've been through 3 storms in this past 5 days. I'm at the Continental Divide is exactly where I'm at, and it's the worst place in the United States for this type of winter storms.
Algo said, yeah, as long as you have power, big snows aren't too bad. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Give me some of them fried potatoes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you're like, my
some of them
knife?
fried potatoes.
What the hell was that movie? God, Sling Blade. That's it.
Yeah, Sling Blade. Give me some of them fried taters. I want some of them taters. I like taters. Taters.
Now you sound like Forrest Gump.
My mama always told me that one chocolate is never like the other because you never know what you're going to freaking get.
Oh, you really butchered that up.
My mama always told me that life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. How's that?
Hey, folks, just remember, it doesn't run in the family.
Hey, I said it exactly how he said it. I was goofing around the first time, but I know the line. I said it. What's another good line? Oh, I know another good line. Luke, I am your father.
I am your father.
No, I am your father.
I wish I could remember that Spaceballs version.
I read some of that book many years back. Didn't like it. What book is that? Yes, I'm good shape. I walk 5 miles a day. I've walked 25 miles. What book are you talking about? I need to be in top shape for the coming times and prepping. You know, everybody is worried about prepping. You know what? Prepping is not going to help you because I guarantee you, if shit was really gonna go down, you're not gonna be in the same place very long.
Right, you're gonna be running.
Right, you're gonna be hopping from place to place to survival
for safety. Yeah.
The only way I could see staying on a homestead is if you owned your own land and you already have some sort of shelter, and that's where you're prepping that way. You have your own garden. Now that's land that I would get
gardens.
No, that's what I'm saying is that's when I would have started building up and getting people that are gonna help you work that land, guard that land. You know, then yeah, I mean, then of course, yeah, prepping would probably help you out. But if you're in a city, forget the prepping. You're definitely gonna want to leave the city. Matter of fact, I'll probably be out of the city already.
Look at what the government's trying to do. They're trying to push all of us to the city, away from the rural areas, that's what they don't want you to do.
Well, they want to build their little 15-minute cities.
Mm-hmm.
I accepted the fact that the banks around here are already taking people's money and will pay them back later. Yeah, I've heard that going on. It doesn't really matter when the zombies come back. Best bet is to dig holes and hope you can starve them. Go ahead.
Remember the video I told you about the trains in California by the almond farms and that? It's now hit national news.
That what happened?
Remember the video I showed you about the trains, train cars that are sitting out there in California by the almonds? It hit national news today. I heard it on the news.
Yeah, what did they say?
They're talking about why are they there, and there's no explanation, no engine, no caboose, no nothing, just 3 miles of trains filled with petroleum.
Yeah, that's really weird. You know, I don't even understand why the hell we keep buying oil from Iraq and all that other crap when we've got plenty of it here.
Because
Oh, I know why. I know why.
Yeah,
I know
okay,
why.
okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, it's to the people who come on the channel that don't know what's going on. We have plenty of oil here. Our government is evil. Our government is evil. And guess what? Nephrolin, you're not going to win. You're not going to win.
I don't think any of us are going to win. honest with
You
you.
know what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. God's gonna win for sure.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm talking about
I got
mortally.
yeah. It can
I don't know
also
about y'all, but I'm out of shape.
I'm out of shape too. I walked to the gas station today. Oh wait, no, actually I got a ride to the gas station, but I had to walk back. And the walk back, even though it was cold out, I was all dressed up, I was all bundled up and everything. But I was out of breath by the time I got back, and I was like
Shit.
my back was like felt like it wanted to fold right in half.
You know,
Shit,
my hips are
I'm out of
from
breath watching
dancing
it,
last
walking the
night.
dog.
My
What?
hips are hurting from dancing last night on that video.
Oh, damn.
And
Oh,
you know how
dancing. I thought you said dating.
Shakira used to say the hips don't lie. So yeah, big gorilla looking motherfucker like I am anymore. Like, you don't realize how big you are till you record yourself and you're like, holy fuck, I look like a fucking gorilla. And then now, like, I found out today that like Florida has 3 different versions of monkeys that are invasive that are all over Florida.
What?
Like monkeys.
Monkeys?
One of them is the rhesus monkey, and my name is Reese. And I'm like,
Pat? We lived in Florida. I don't remember seeing any monkeys. Did you?
hell no, ain't no fucking
In
monkeys.
the
Like,
zoo, the zoos.
these motherfuckers are
Yeah.
jumping out of the trees into the water and shit while people are fishing and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Are you
Monkey?
sure that was Florida?
No,
Yeah.
I just saw it. Yeah, it was Florida, and I wrote Sunny about it because she's in Florida, and she sent me this Elvis video, and I don't know what she was talking about. And I'm like, didn't ever was a big guy of Elvis, but you know, my dad and mom went and saw Fat Elvis before he died, and I was like, you know, hash them mashed potatoes.
Hey, I'm a big Elvis
And then
fan.
I looked up that thing. I thought it was Thanksgiving, but it was Christmas, and the thing used to play on the radio, and I'm here, you know, and
He never would have gotten fat if it wasn't for the drugs that Colonel Parker was feeding him.
Boy, you would not like this guy that does the videos that talk about what's coming up. He puts your 2 favorite people together as evil, Trump and Elvis. Your
My 2
favorite. I just realized that. I'm like, holy shit! That guy talks about Trump and Elvis all the time. The 2 evil, and
Okay.
he's like, that's his 2 favorite people.
Yes, it is. It's my 2 favorite people.
well, didn't Trump go to Ohio?
Yeah, he went to Ohio.
Okay, did he like supply everybody in that entire town with gas masks?
No, he gave water and
Water
supplies
and-
and stuff.
Water supplies, and he fed a bunch of people at McDonald's. That's all he did.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean that's nice, but you know, the
Did
money-
Biden even go there yet?
No, he's
fucking-
refusing to go.
He could have gave
Why?
everybody.
But he can go to Ukraine.
The only reason he's refusing to go is because he saw how bad they treated Buttigieg yesterday.
Who's what? Buttigieg?
Buttigieg is the head of transportation. The
okay.
gay dude.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
Pete Buttigieg. He used to be the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, and then when Biden got elected, Biden made him the head of transportation.
Okay. Yeah, I'd have to see the guy because I don't think I've ever seen him before.
He's an asshole.
I've seen these people that are ahead of the health ministry. I'm like, they're making fun of them because all the people that are ahead of the health thing are all way overweight. They're like obese.
That
Head
fat
of
girl.
yeah, the people who are ahead of the WHO, the World Health Organization. That when I got my strike, they said medical misinformation because I went against the WHO. I went against the WHO, the World Health Organization.
Organization. You know what?
Yeah.
After this video, after this stream, you need to delete it because you just brought it up again.
What? The World
Who?
Health?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying I don't think I said anything wrong. I'm just saying that that they're overweight. That's not medical misinformation.
They'll make it medical information. They're after you, remember?
Yeah, I've got 2 more days to go before I get my one of my strikes taken down. The 26th. What is today? The 24th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 more days and I get one of my strikes taken down. And then I'll be able to kind of start coming a little bit full force again. 1 more month after that, I get my other strike taken away. So then I will be back to no strikes again. Then I can go full force again. I don't know how many times I've gotten up to 2 strikes and then worked myself all the way back down to 0 strikes again. And then I had to keep, I've probably done this 3 different times since 2019. 2 different times. This is probably the 3rd time since 2019. I never got a strike before 2019. I never got a strike before 2019. That's why you guys see some of my old videos out right now. I took a lot of the newer ones down because I didn't want to get a strike for them. But I guess even though they're on private, I guess they possibly still get a strike for them. I heard people that deleted their damn shit and still got a strike. So I don't know. I don't know how. I guess they can do whatever the hell they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told you that about Salty.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, you're the one that told me about he took the strike down, or he deleted his stream and he got a strike. Yeah.
Yep. 10 days after.
T-Man delivered water and McDonald's to Ohio. That's why it just wouldn't matter anymore. Very sad. Yeah, our government. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you hear about the cackles on The View? All pissed off because Trump had to bring Trump water.
No, I don't listen to them girls. Them Nazi and racists.
Oh, of course. I don't watch them either,
the black chick, Whoopi Goldberg. That is the most racist person I have seen on TV. She is just, I mean, if you can't see that she's not racist, then I don't know what to tell you, because that is blatant.
That Joy is just as racist against white people, and she's white.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to build up my Odyssey. I do have an Odyssey account. And I've got a Twitch account too. My Twitch account is Our New Timeline 2022.
Get Rumble.
And I did not know. I didn't know that I had an Instagram until the other day when I think you texted me on Instagram. I didn't even know I had an Instagram, but I set an Instagram up a while back. I've only got a couple followers, yeah. So I started adding people to the Instagram. So, and I'm telling you, I don't like this very much. because I'm like Odyssey, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch. I'm probably on a couple other things. This is like too much. I just can't keep track of all this shit.
I love Rumble.
I don't think I'm on Rumble. I don't think I'm on Rumble.
I like it a lot. I don't like Truth at all.
Our telephone is still the best.
Which one? Odyssey, you said?
Telephone. Calling somebody. Ma Bell.
Duh.
That's where you find out the real shit. You talk to somebody on the fucking phone. Not like this. You talk to them on the phone and you're like, how you feeling? I like shit. Great. I am too.
Well, see, the thing about Rumble is you don't have to watch what you say.
Yeah. I guess Odyssey.
Same thing with Odyssey too. Yeah, Odyssey is too. But the problem with Odyssey is their stream sucks.
Yeah. I don't know. Just the thought of having to start another, start again somewhere else is like, I don't know, because it's taken me 7 years to get almost 1,000 subs. So I'm not really into.
Oh my.
Sorry.
You okay there?
Oh, yeah, it's normal. I got to get
I think I'm going to have to make some coffee.
Having this fucking atmosphere. The non-oxygenated motherfucking shit.
You almost made me choke on my cashews.
Yeah, cashews are good though. Yeah, they do kind of get stuck in my throat too.
Me and my dog are eating cashews.
Your dog too?
Yeah. This dog, cashews, almonds, watermelon, cantaloupe.
Right. Like I mix up my nuts and stuff, and it's like, and she eats them all. Pecans, always. Right. You almost feel bad for taking a bite because you got to give a bite to your dog.
Yep. They look at you with those beady eyes, like, "What about me, Daddy?"
Yeah, right.
Oh, that was your hand. I was like, "What the hell is that, Sharky?" It was your hand in the video.
Hey,
I wasn't looking.
I thought you were showing your vagina.
Oh, my man's kinda. Yeah, with my, I got, my man's here around here somewhere. I should be wearing it.
Yeah, watched a couple good movies lately with Clint Eastwood's son. What was his name? Sharky?
Right.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember what that movie was.
His name, what's his name? Scott Eastwood or something like that, or
Eastwood or something. Yeah, right. Never knew he had a son.
Yeah, what was the name of that movie? Nowhere something.
No, yeah.
Nowhere to hide.
No.
Nowhere to run.
No, it was called Enter Nowhere. Enter Nowhere. Excellent movie. And then I watched the other movie with him in it, Majestic Majestic Plains. Another good movie, very good movie. I was like, yeah, he's been. I can't believe how much he looks like his dad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, he looks like if you watch Rawhide back when Eastwood was really young, and now you look at his son looks exact. He's even got the same kind of haircut that his dad had back then. They look exactly alike. I'm like, holy shit! It's just like watching Clint Eastwood when he was young. His son's a pretty good actor. Although,
nowhere.
what is
Tom
it?
Hanks.
What?
Using fucking eyeballs. Just stare into you, you know.
I've been watching. I just watched the entire first season of Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. Wow, incredible! I really, really liked it.
Really?
Yeah,
That was
it's only
good,
one
eh?
season long so far.
What is he, a cop or something?
No, he's a mafia guy that he served 25 years to cover up the mafia boss's son, and then when he gets out, he's expected to become something big in New York, and they send him to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he becomes a big guy in Tulsa, and it's you have to see it. It's really, really well scripted.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Digi?
Who?
He said he'd be right back. He had to go do something.
Oh, okay. I got here after he was already on.
But I see Mystic Hermit. Hello, Mystic Hermit. There's my future wife, Mystic Hermit. Now she's going to break my heart and say she's already married.
Hey, I'm not too far from
No.
Utah.
Hey, Trucker, whatever happened with that nurse?
Nurse? What nurse?
When you had your surgery, the
Oh,
nurse.
my
was
nurse?
coming to you.
Nah, it didn't turn out.
Did it work
Oh,
out?
you're talking to him. I'm like, what are you talking about, nurse?
Nah.
No, it's
Nah.
fine. I just kind of,
As soon as my time was up and she didn't have to come back, that ended that. I think she played me like a fiddle.
But she helped you though.
Oh yeah.
She played to the. Well, I'm not saying played. That's wrong. That's very the wrong word. But she did help you.
She encouraged me.
She encouraged you
Mhm.
with her feminine.
Man, she was so hot.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I got in here when we were talking about strippers. I'm like, my God, I had strippers visit me in the hospital. I carried out little stuffed animals for fucking like 10 years that they gave me, and stuff. And, so don't be talking bad about strippers because those are some of the most beautiful people you'll ever meet in your life.
Yeah,
Half
I
of
own a
them
strip
are your
club.
half of them in the Marine Corps are your friends' fucking wives up there fucking making, trying to make a
Miss-
living.
Mystic says my first
$10 dollars, my God, the least you can do is come up here and give some dollars.
my first fiance was a Pisces. I'm not married. I can cook too. All right. And I'm a Pisces.
Sharky, I used to be partners in a strip club. I used to own a strip club in when I lived in Fort Worth, Texas. There were some good people.
They were really good people, right?
The ones that weren't addicted to drugs, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a whole different ballgame if you just up there for the drugs. But the ones I knew weren't in places I went. I don't think that. I mean, other than weed and beer, they weren't into anything. But that was back then, before meth came around and before all the other crazy shit. But it was after cocaine kind of fallen off.
Yeah, it was the early 90s when I owned the club.
Yeah, and that's when I was, that's when I was running around
Back when I looked good.
Oh yeah, right. I know, right? Yeah.
Now I'm just an old fart.
Yep.
Making
I'm
some
catching up.
coffee. Got it.
I'm gonna catch up to you. You see that, Sharky? I'm working on it.
Brother, man, I've got beds here. You can come down, feel safe. You know, we can have beers. You know, I mean, I don't know what you like to do, but it's all welcome here.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to get to East Texas. I want to get through Arkansas and drive through Arkansas on my way to East Texas, and
Yeah.
they never get a route.
There's a truck stop right up the road. Not a Flying J. Jesus Christ, what is it?
Pilot.
A Pilot. Yeah, and it's like 10 minutes down the road from me. Not 10 minutes, say 20 minutes, but it might as well be 10 minutes. But yeah, you could put your truck there if you got a load or whatever, or whatnot. If you just got your regular truck, you could probably maybe bring it up my driveway. But I'm kind of like on dirt, so
If the dirt's hard and not rainy, I could probably bring the bobtail, not the trailer. But if it's wet and soft, there's no way. I'm not taking a chance of getting stuck.
Chance of being wet and soft. So, but there are other places down there in Arkadelphia or in Caddo Valley. It's Caddo Valley is where it's at. It's
Mystic, my favorite meal
just
would
let me
have
know.
to be a throw up between lasagna
I just had that
or
last night.
spaghetti.
Lasagna. That's what I had last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Stouffer's, but
Jim, Elga wants to know where your home base is.
Just let me know.
It's in Gary, Indiana.
If you do end up coming down, just let me know, and we'll make up some food and stuff.
Just remember, Sharky, in the wintertime I like chili. In the summertime, whatever.
Yeah.
Creek Mary says, and for real.
Everything. So believe me, I about killed your brother.
Yeah, I know. I know. What'd you say, Pat? What did say?
I was just gonna read what Creek Mary was saying, and for real, the little Indian girl working a weed shop in Oakham, I can't even pronounce that, carries a bug pistol on her hip on the sales floor.
What's a bug pistol?
Oh, I don't know. A pistol with a bug on it. I got one
maybe
in
that
my
little salt one.
purse. She says, I got one in my purse, one by the bed, a rifle on the wall, a nice Ling gun in the country, plus a shotgun and another 22 rifle.
Nice.
Naming all that off made me think of that movie with the Great Outdoors, when he took that lamp, that shotgun lamp, and he went to fire at that bear.
I was just thinking about
Oh yeah. John Candy.
Yeah, she's talking, I got this kind of gun, and it was like that shotgun lamp popped in my head.
Yeah. Was that Dan Aykroyd and John Candy?
Yeah.
the great outdoors.
Yeah.
Bald headed
was a good
here in
one.
Blair County.
Let Jim know if he's coming through Denver to let me know. That's what Elgo said. I just
Oh my
made
God.
ravioli tonight.
I'll be through Denver next week.
Oh, that sounds good.
On
Mystic
70
made ravioli.
On 76 there by Mount Evans.
Oh shit! I'll be right back. Yeah.
I can't read the chat, so I can't.
I can't read it right now either. I'm in the kitchen. I'll be back in a second. Oh,
I wish I could
boy.
get some coffee.
Ooh,
$10 didn't have coffee filters.
I don't have a coffee pot in the truck. I left it at home accidentally.
I just, put it back in the pot and did it the old way. Hold the water, put the coffee in there, and then.
Yeah, I don't even have a burner. I just have the microwave, toaster oven, and fridge.
I drained it into.
When I went to the gas station, I got some tobacco, and I guess I had enough left on my in my PayPal to get a coffee. Not a large coffee, but anyways, I thought, well, I'll see if I can get a free coffee. And I walked up to the lady working and I said, by any chance, do you get a free cup of coffee for not buying any gas?
Oh my God.
She looked at me and she goes, no, but you can have one anyways. And
that's nice.
I was like, oh, thank you so much.
That's cool.
I really appreciate it. So she let me have a cup of coffee. Thank God I was able to have one because it was cold walking home. It was cold out today. And that coffee kept my hands nice and warm because I had to keep switching it from hand to hand. And yeah.
I got these Arctic gloves, man. It doesn't matter how cold it is. It keeps my hands nice and toasty.
Okay, for my birthday, do you know when my birthday is? Oh, I guess.
Oh my God, I don't remember. I don't remember. I
bet you. My own brother doesn't know my birthday, but I bet you, without me saying anything, Mystic can tell when my birthday is.
My grandson turned a year old today, and I didn't even know it.
Oh, really?
I'm really, really bad at dates.
I'm horrible when it comes to dates.
Dates and names don't stick in my head.
That's why I married both of my wives on Valentine's Day. That was easy to remember.
Yeah, right.
And I took both of them on their honeymoons. I took them to Graceland.
Who do you take to Graceland? Yourself?
No, both of my ex-wives on our honeymoons. We went to Graceland.
Did they want to go there? Just you?
My first one did. My second one just wanted to get out of town. But yeah, she was like, "Where do you want to go?" I go, "I want to go to Graceland." She goes, "Okay, let's go to Graceland."
No, Mystic, you were right the first time. The 14th.
You can take like something like 3 ketchup packets that you get free all over the place, time on the ground, and a quarter cup of water, and make tomato soup
off of ketchup packets. Yeah, I've heard that.
It tastes just like Campbell's.
Ugh, no, thank you. It'd be too vinegary.
Just saying.
Yeah, well, I guess if you had to do.
Ketchup just has too much vinegar in it to fool me for that.
I told my cousin Michael that and got put back in jail.
Well, is he back?
He didn't know.
I thought he was in rehab. He's not in rehab anymore?
He's in rehab. He's doing really well here, but this is about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
But he got put back in jail, and I told him that. And then when he got out, he was telling me, he was like, nobody, he wouldn't let people know how he was getting his tomato soup. He was trading tomato soup and shit.
It's got to be better than that toilet wine.
Like, how you getting this fucking tomato soup? He said, I never let him know how I was doing it. Funny place.
So, what did you make for supper tonight, Sharky?
Well, I got that bread. I've got bacon in here already
See you
made up.
later, Elgo.
I've got
Yeah.
Hi, Elgo.
the
Hey, Elgo, get a hold of me later, though.
Yeah, I'm supposed to give you his email.
Okay.
Yeah.
the the chicken fried steak or whatnot. I got the mashed potatoes out of a box I made up that are really good.
I had clam chowder.
Ugh. I don't like clam chowder. It reminds me of one of my ex-girlfriends.
Great Northern beans with bacon in there.
You just about made me lose my cookies there. Yeah, what?
Great Northern beans with bacon.
Oh,
Yeah.
that reminds me
Beans.
of. Never mind. Shut
You
up.
can put beans in anything and it'll be all right. But it's got to be bush beans.
Oh God, no! That honey bullshit. Hell no. Barbecue.
Yeah, I don't think you can put bush beans in anything other than hot dogs.
You eat stuffing beans like this shit. Like you don't know what you're thinking like kind of eggs all rotten or something. Eating raw duck eggs, that are rotten. Our beans down here in the South are good.
Mm.
It's a meal in itself. All you got to have is some cornbread. Cornbread. You eat that cornbread.
I love cornbread too.
Oh, so do I.
And I like the people that know how to make cornbread. I don't just like the freaking. I tried to buy cornbread from Walmart one time. Oh, it tastes like cake, not cornbread. It was like a real sticky cake.
Oh, I like that sweet.
Really
I like
sweet.
that sweet cornbread. Yeah.
I can't stand.
Oh,
that
I like
stuff.
that.
There was a
It's,
year of my life I literally quit eating bread and I just made cornbread and I would make sandwiches.
My brother-in-law used to make cornbread with taco meat. It's the best way I can explain it. Oh, it was so good.
What's taco?
That sounds pretty good.
Taco. Yeah.
Oh, taco meat. Yeah.
It's like cornbread, a layer of taco meat, and then cornbread, and then baked. I don't know how he does it, but my God, it's so good.
Do you ever have a really good homemade from a mom and pop's pizza place, a taco pizza? Now I'm not talking about a frozen fucking taco pizza.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They put sour cream and everything like right in the middle of that fucking taco pizza, and my God, it is so good. They have like everything that you would have on a taco and then some on that damn pizza.
That sounds really good.
I like Hawaiian pizza, and
yeah, I do too.
If they put barbecue sauce, not red sauce.
Yeah, I like the barbecue sauce. Yeah.
And if you order from Domino's, they actually have a really good Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, they do. I've had from I don't like Domino's pizza, but I like their. I do. That kind of pizza I like. But yeah, I like the what's it called? The Hawaiian pizza?
Yeah, Hawaiian. That's what I'm talking about.
So whatever gay guy dreamed that up, man. Good job.
Oh my God. It had to be a gay guy. I'll tell my stepbrother.
That's the joke. That's the joke that years and years ago I seen on SNL. When I used to be on the programming.
Yeah.
I watched SNL. They made a funny joke like that about Hawaiian pizza.
That's funny.
The good days back when John Belushi and
Dan
and
Aykroyd, Gilda Radner, oh my God,
Eddie Murphy, and
Yes.
all that was
Chevy
when it
Chase.
was really good. Yeah, that's when it was really good.
Even
Yeah.
the Norm Macdonald's weekend updates were so good too.
I don't like him, but yeah.
Oh, I do.
All their, at least they had some intelligent skits. The skits, I don't know. I probably haven't seen in a couple of years, but their skits, I can't even get into their shit anymore.
I do like the Colin Jost and Michael Shea weekend updates. That is still on SNL. I still like that. That's all I like about SNL though, is their weekend update.
I tell you what, the best part of Saturday Night Live when I was a kid was listening to their fucking saxophone player at the very end.
Oh
of every
yeah,
episode.
the long-haired dude.
This motherfucker would just go the fuck to town, man. And I played saxophone back then, so I was like in awe. I'm just like,
That's my
Man.
favorite instrument.
yeah, that motherfucker would just play the fuck out of that fucking saxophone at the very end in the 80s. You know, I don't know about the 90s, but early 90s before I went and stopped watching TV, went to boot.
Yeah, the skinny, long hair blonde dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I mean,
I don't
do
know
they
his
even
name.
do it anymore when they end the show? Do they
No.
like
No.
no creativity?
No.
You must have got a pretty good cold starting.
Yeah,
You sound not too good.
I feel good. It's just it's in my nasal and in my throat.
Might take a hike.
I'm drinking a lot of vitamin C.
Yeah, quadruple all your vitamins and take really hot showers.
Shit, hot showers. Shit, I haven't had a shower since last Friday because I've been stranded.
Well, I mean, I took one tonight, but it's been about 4 days.
Here's
I'm
my
not-
shower right here.
Between you and the dog, you probably got that truck that truck smelling real good.
No, that's what baby wipes are good for. They work under the armpits, work down in the genital area. If you gotta stay clean, use this.
Yeah, that's old school.
Yep. It's Army. That's what we did in the
Yeah.
Army when we were out in the field.
Well, they didn't let us do that. They just let us stink.
That's
some of
because
us can do it.
you were in the Marines. That's why.
my grandpa had cobwebs in his bathtub when I grew up, and I'm like, why does he steak? No, but it was the washcloth method,
Yeah. Hey,
Save
I've
money,
been
save water.
doing this 32 years, man. You gotta find ways to, creative ways.
Oh yeah.
I don't know when his birthday is.
Who, mine?
No, Elgo's.
Oh, I don't know. Do you know mine? You had made fun of me. Come on. Ting,
I want
ting,
to
ting,
say,
ting, 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 ting. Think of independent.
June 5th or July 5th.
Oh, you were so close. July 6th.
July 6th, yeah.
That's why I said think of Independence Day.
Well, at least I was only a day off.
Yeah, you did good. I know yours is like.
Well, they just said it in chat.
April. I can't read the chat.
Mm.
If I read the chat, I can't see you guys. April 14th,
March 14th.
March 14th. I was close. Wrong month.
Steve's birthday's in April.
Oh, okay. Another brother I don't know birthday. I don't know Missy's either.
Hers is January
Oh, hers just
20,
passed.
21st, I think.
See,
I want to say January 21st.
I don't know my brothers and sisters' birthdays. I'm telling you, I suck.
I don't either. I'm close, but I think I was even 3 days late saying happy birthday. Well, it's not that I didn't know it. I know Caprina's birthday, but I was 3 days late on wishing her a happy birthday. I was like, I couldn't believe that or 2 days late. I couldn't believe that I forgot.
I know my adopted mom's birthday because it's the day after April Fool's.
Mm. Yeah, I always remember Dad's birthday because it always fell on Lincoln's birthday.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I didn't
Yeah.
even know Dad's birthday.
Do you know
I
when Lincol's
suck.
birthday is?
It's got to be in February. No, yeah, February something, right?
Yeah, February 12th. Yep.
12th.
Yep.
I just remember that because President,
And
when we
Dad,
were in school, that's when we got out of school. Was
and Dad was born in 1949, a year after Israel became a country.
my
Or
adopted
got
mom.
its citizenship or whatever.
My adopted mom was 48.
Mm. So yeah, man, I can't stop coughing.
I still thank her for getting us back together, Pat.
I know. I was thinking about that the other day. I wish I would have thanked her one more time, before she passed on.
She was
I
so
was thinking
happy.
of, yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I regret not being able to thank her again.
I just couldn't believe she was jealous of Dad. She thought I was gonna throw her away because of Dad.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put the kibosh to that, but she wouldn't talk to me for almost a year because of it.
Yeah, that's too bad because she still outlived Dad.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing you got as much time as you did with him before.
Yeah, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Pat and I are biological brothers, but I was adopted out. And we didn't find each other until I was 40. On my 40th birthday.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, remember the first day you and I met was my 40th birthday?
Yeah. I didn't remember exactly which birthday, but
Yeah.
Hey, Nut House, welcome. So yeah, I don't know. Joe says me and the boy eat that once a month. I can't stand black-eyed peas.
Ooh, me neither.
I don't
They
even
just-
like I don't even like
don't-
kidney beans, but I'll eat them.
Oh, I do.
But black-eyed peas, no way.
I love kidney beans in my chili.
Well, it's either kidney beans or red beans. I think it's
I
red
can't-
beans is the one I don't
I
like.
can't stand lima beans or wax beans.
Ugh.
Ugh.
No, either. Yeah, I don't like
Oh,
them
man,
either.
lima beans are fucking awesome. You got to get you some of that okra that's slimy.
I don't like
I used-
okra either.
Garden slimy okra that's boiled and have that with the lima beans.
I'm gonna have to
I
shut
had
my camera off because my battery's going dead. I gotta charge my phone.
I had a friend that was, when I was in high school, a black guy. He used to put sugar on his lima beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that. That ain't right.
Uh,
But I
man,
mean,
when the hell is this roadside service going to get to me?
What are you
What are
broke
you
down?
waiting for?
The air tanks are frozen. I got no air pressure in my truck.
What temperature is it out there?
Oh no, it has nothing to do with temperature. It's the air that releases the
Oh.
brakes.
Oh, okay. Your
Yeah,
air brake.
Yeah, they're frozen. They came out yesterday and unthawed them. Cost us $400, and then about 4 o'clock this afternoon they froze up again.
How the fuck? What?
Well, you got to figure it's below zero out here.
No. Okay, okay. That's what I'm asking. Like, what? So it's a temperature thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fact that I'm just sitting still, I'm not moving. So
Yeah.
there's water building up in the tanks, and they're freezing the lines up.
So what do they do when they come out? They just wrap them and
blowtorch, and then put antifreeze in the line.
Heat the metal up and.
Yeah, there's a product that's called air brake antifreeze. They put it in there, and then I put it in there twice today, but it didn't help. It's just, it's been in the cold for 5 days without moving.
You've been there for 5 days?
Since Monday afternoon, I've been here. Yep.
God, you better get down to Arkansas soon.
I want to go. I want to be in Miami.
He can't even get out of the spot he's in.
Make you some fucking country ass food to nurture your ass back to health, man.
Yeah, it's been rough, Sharky. It's been really rough. I told my daughter, if you ever seen the movie The Shining, I feel like Jack Nicholson at the end of the movie, where I'm really going stir crazy. If it wasn't for this dog, I'd probably be going nuts right now. 300 trucks here, and I haven't talked to a single driver here. None of us want to get out of our trucks. It's too damn cold.
Don't you have CBs anymore?
I know this is a new truck to me. My CB's in here, but I don't have the proper connections. I got to buy some new connections. So I have the CB. I just don't have it connected yet. This is my first trip with this company.
Oh wow. Yeah, I suppose they're not too happy with all y'all being stuck up there. That's probably costing them up the ass for you guys.
There's not, from what I hear, there's 9 of us drivers for the company that's stuck in this mess.
Oh wow.
We're not all in the same place, but we're all in the same area.
Yeah. Wow.
And like I said,
the Donner Party.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? In all my years, this is the longest I've ever been shut down due to weather.
Yeah, that's
Can you imagine being lost and having to eat people that you got stuck up there with, and then only finding out later you're only a few miles from civilization?
Yeah, right.
Oh God.
I know one thing. I ain't getting a cab to go 3 miles away again.
Yeah.
35.
Yeah, it gets quite expensive.
$dollars.
Hey, Cammy, there's your
Cammy,
girl.
there you go. I was just asking about you earlier. I'm like,
Hey,
where's my Cammy?
There's one of those drone things available to deliver you fresh food, from like farmers market.
Yeah, no. But I will say one thing. There was a group of a woman and 3 children that brought us homemade chili yesterday for lunch. That was really sweet.
Boy,
Yeah, that's cool.
God in there.
Yeah, that was really nice. And they brought, some bread to dip in the chili, but yeah, I mean, it was real, and it was. I'm not real big into putting green beans in my chili, but it was good.
Yeah, that's
Well, ask
crazy
Sharky. He'll put
nice.
everything but the kitchen sink in his chili.
Yeah, right. I forgot. I'm telling the
Yeah,
wrong person.
you gotta have the broccoli and the corn and the cauliflower. You know, the mushroom.
I
I'm a
said, boy,
Hormel
you're
chili
lucky
type
you
guy.
don't have. I said, you're lucky we don't have any bananas here. You'd be putting them in too.
I'm a Hormel chili type of guy.
Yeah, I was always a Wolf Brand chili.
I like
yeah,
Hormel
Wolf Brand
chili
was
on
good.
my hot dogs.
You remember
yeah.
when Burger King did that? Was it Burger King? They did that Wolf Brand chili burger.
Yes. Oh, that was so good.
Fucking shit was good,
What
right?
did you call the
Yeah.
Whooper?
Wolf. Woof, woof. Like the wolf.
Oh,
Yeah,
Woofer.
Wolf brand.
Wolf
Yeah,
Brand.
Wolf brand.
Oh.
It was Wolf Brand
That
chili,
was
and he
really
put it on
good.
a fucking cheeseburger, and it was a sloppy ass motherfucker, but damn, that shit was good. That was back in the 90s, or the 80s. I don't know, that maybe the late 80s.
That's a lot. Yeah, late 80s. It was back in my cocaine days.
Yeah, probably like late 80s, like Wolf Brand chili burger, and why haven't they done that since? Why haven't what happened to these chili burgers? I mean,
I don't know.
that shit was actually really good.
It was. It really was. Now I like White Castle's Sloppy Joes. They got an incredibly good Sloppy Joe.
Oh shit! Actually, did get to eat at a regular White Castle, not like you buy it in the store. But I was introduced when I was in the service, and I was like, "These are brilliant."
Yeah, they're really good.
Like little crazy biscuits with onions and some kind of crap meat.
Yeah. Well, no, it's 100% beef. That's the one thing I do like about them. They are 100% beef.
Well, mine kind of fell apart, but I did like them. I was like, "This is really good. Like, why don't we have this in Arkansas?" Like,
they don't have it in the South. They have Crystals out in the South.
Yeah, but I don't
suck.
even have a Crystals. I mean,
you don't have Crystals down there? Oh, you're in Arkansas. That's right.
Well, I mean, like the Podunks of Arkansas. So, like maybe like Little Rock or something.
It's more like Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, and yeah, I think over in that area they got Crystals.
Yeah.
Damn truck drivers, he knows everything about what's where.
Yeah, I got plenty of my family that are, well, not necessarily are anymore, but kind of are because of Michael's doing it. They just at Tyson, driving stuff around from spot to spot. But yeah.
Well,
remember Super Dave?
Super Dave? Oh yeah, Super Dave Osborne.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
I think it was there. There was this contest where you could win like a brand new semi truck with the cab over and all that shit. Man, I wanted to win it so bad. I was like 17 or something. I was like, I had a little postcard up on my thing, on my wall, and I would look at it all the time. Like, man, I hope I win that, I did win something from Super Dave, but it was something like supposed to be signed by him or something like that.
Oh, okay. We are talking about the same person.
But I didn't I didn't win the actual semi truck.
What was the Chinese guy?
I know somebody that loves you guys both.
What?
God?
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
he loves you guys both.
It's got to be God.
Cheers. Smart Alec.
I guess, yeah.
Well, I
already know
didn't
we
want
already
you
know.
leaving here not knowing that nobody loved you. I love you
Well,
guys.
thanks.
I
My
love you
fucking
guys
brother
too.
won't even say I love you.
I just said it.
Yeah, now that you feel guilty.
Yeah, hey trucker, brothers don't shake hands, brothers hug.
Yeah,
Remember
we're
that?
too fat. We're too fat. Both of us are
Remember
too
that?
fat. We can't reach around each other.
You remember Chris Farley in that movie? He's like, brothers don't shake hands, brothers hug.
Joe Dirt said, I'm going to have to head out and sleep. Jim, make sure Patrick gets your number.
Oh, he's got my
Oh,
number.
yeah, I'll.
My phone number hasn't changed, Joe.
Yeah, so 8675309.
309. Oh God, Sharky, that's so funny. Somebody sent me a
Amen.
video.
That's right. Yeah.
Somebody sent me a video of this woman who had this Polish sausage, like huge Polish sausage, and it was already in her mouth. And then she pulled it out, and it was so freaking long. I went, here's my number, 708-8675309.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so different, sword swallowing whaler.
Dog.
Yeah.
Okay, let's leave it at swords and on with the
Sorry, it's men.
well, did you guys see how satanic the Super Bowl halftime
Super Bowl
show was?
Oh my God, that was horrible.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it looked like who was it that was singing? I don't even know what her name is. Rihanna, yeah.
The one that what's his name? Not Bobby Brown, but what's his name? Slapped around.
She's doing a halftime show, right? And she puts her middle finger down and rubs her
Crotch.
yeah, and then smells it and then winks to the crowd. I'm like, this is getting outrageous.
Can I say
what?
Can I say what I think of what that whole dance thing was?
Yeah, go ahead.
She was pregnant. We all know she was pregnant in that. She was the only one wearing red, and all the dancers were men wearing white. I swear it was sperm chasing the egg. She was the egg, and they were the sperm.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, it's almost like, well, they're trying to tell us something. In all these Satanists, like the Grammys and all the shit
Sam
they're
Cooke.
doing.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to tell us that they're birthing in the beast system right now.
Yep.
They're birthing in the beast system right now.
They're not hiding it anymore. They're out in the open.
Yeah, they don't need to hide it anymore because they've gotten away with so much shit that they're like, hey, if these guys ain't gonna stand up to all this shit that's happened, let's just go. That's what I've been saying for a while now is they are not looking back. They're going full force. They're all their chips are on the table. And it's their time and it's going to be a short time. They only got a short
Christianity.
time.
I don't watch football and I don't keep up with it, but I can remember, and it seems like maybe around that time. But I can remember when the guy was on Janet Jackson. And he ripped off her thing in the middle of the Super Bowl halftime. And it seems like ever since then, they're trying to re-up themselves for... I don't remember it being anything really weird until then. And it was like...
Yeah.
And to me, it didn't even look like Janet Jackson. I mean, if you watch Janet Jackson back in the day... pretty lusty.
I think they
Yeah,
all
I
look
don't know.
alike
Even
though.
like the
I think
small
she's very
titties
pretty.
that popped out. Like, how the heck did her titties get that damn small?
I think her and Michael looked a lot alike, I think.
They do, but I think she's I think she's pretty. Even at her age, she's still a pretty woman.
I don't know about now,
Yeah.
but old Janet Jackson, I did like old Janet Jackson. She was pretty.
I even liked her when she was on Good Times. We were about the same. We're about the same age, so I can say that.
You know,
I realized she was in Good Times. Oh.
She was Little Penny on
I don't
Good
like
Times.
any. I mean, really, all the actors now, like you see these big time actor, like I can't think of his name, but he used to be a wrestler. One of them.
The Rock?
No, not The Rock, but he was a wrestler, like The Rock. He wrestled in that double. I don't even know what the hell it was called. But it was the All-Star Wrestling thing, the fake wrestling shit.
Yeah.
He was part of that, and he's built up pretty big. He's got blonde hair, but they made him wear a dress in the upcoming movie that he's in, and it looks sickening. They're making all these guys in Hollywood wear dresses.
Blonde hair.
Yeah, he's not Tatum. What was he in? What kind of movies was he in?
Can't think of who that could be. Oh, that blew my eardrum.
Yeah, not Hulk. No, not Hulk Hogan. He's probably in his early 40s, mid 30s, early 40s. He's a big time. If I could show you a picture of him, you guys would know right away. I can't think of human. No, it's not that. It's more or less helping mix up the boys, boys and girls, like they're basically telling the little boys, that it's okay to wear dresses, I think. Not only that, it's one of their rituals for for actors, to shame them by putting them in a dress. They got to do it or they don't have a job.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's another thing, is their little poses with their fingers up, making the Baphomet fingers, and their little ritual handshakes. And if they have their hand in their jacket halfway in, that's a Mason sign, which they've
this one
been
here?
caught doing a lot. Oh, the all-seeing eye.
Yep.
Or is that the all-seeing eye, or the 666?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what
that's
the hell
all-seeing eye, but you're also doing a 666. That's a
that's what they're doing.
666.
They're taking the OK and putting it over their eye.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce and all of them have been doing that.
That means 666. When they cover up the eye, one eye, that's the one eye symbolism.
Oh, I didn't know that either. I don't pay attention.
Oh, yeah,
I think they're all freaks.
Yeah, this shit's been going. I mean, I've been awake to that shit for many, many years. I started waking up to all this crap around 2008. That's when I started listening to Alex Jones. But I was awake to the Kennedy assassination way before that.
Pat, did you hear the DOJ is going after Musha, which is Alex Jones' cat? They want Alex Jones to forfeit his kitty cat.
For what?
Due to that $1.5 billion settlement.
What does the cat have to do with anything?
They want everything from him. He said that's the final straw. They want his cat.
Yeah, I've not heard that. That's ridiculous.
It was just
That
on
don't
the
even
news
make
today.
sense. That's just more bullshit, that is silly. That don't even make sense. That's just like the rest of what's going on. It don't even make sense. The lawsuit and what the people won is an outrageous fucking number. Come on, nobody's gonna be able to pay something like that.
1.5. No, hell no. Hell, Ukraine is getting better than what. I'm shutting up.
That's all bullshit too. It's all Wag the Tail. I gotta watch that movie again. Wag
Yeah,
the
right.
Tail. I've been looking. I think you fucking have to pay to watch that. It's an old movie too, and you gotta pay to watch the damn thing. I can't find it on any freaking platform unless I gotta pay for it.
Dude, Viva Las Vegas, I had to pay for it, and that's a 1950 something movie.
Oh really? Holy crap! That's crazy. How do they pick which movies are free and which one? I mean, it's like I think they just pick the real popular ones. They're always going to ask money for, I guess. They believe all the works. They probably have seen proof it works. Other people don't believe in it.
Well, guys, it's 11 o'clock, and I've got to get. If the roads are going to be open in the morning, I want to start rolling as soon as the sun gets up. So I'm going to let you guys go. I love you, brother. Sharky, take care of yourself. Everybody else, adios. And I'll get back on when I can.
All right. Drive safe. Love you too. Take care of yourself.
I'll call you as soon as I can, brother.
All right. Take care. What'd you say, Sharky?
Just tell him loved him, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm in there kind of getting some stuff ready to get warmed up. Probably got another 10 minutes left or so. Just gonna throw some taters and beans and corn in the thing, and then pick up and warm up in the little egg air fryer as far as what I make tonight.
You're firing up the air fryer? I gotta move this. Move myself over here.
Do a piece of toast and the thing, and I'll eat like a quarter, and Jaden will eat the other 3/4.
Going out for my daily drive. I'm driving over to Sharky's house today. He said he's making something for lunch. I can't wait to see what he's cooking up, 'cause he's always got some big surprise. Woohoo! Driving through Arkansas. So, did you go through a 12-pack yet tonight?
Oh yeah.
You made it through a 12-pack, huh?
I got 4 right there. I mean, well, actually, this one's got some in it. But yeah, I'd say at least a 12-pack.
Awesome. You're the man. You can really down them babies.
Well, I drink them in two in one, so that'd be one. I mean,
okay. You can fit 2 beers in there, eh?
Yeah, and that's how I drink them like that. So I go by the glass.
Here's the ultimate question that every beer drinker usually does. Do you have another mug exactly like that size, that you keep one in the freezer, and when you're ready to fill it up again, you take the one out of the freezer, put that other one back in the freezer, so then you got a frosty mug every time you pour a beer?
No, I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I like my beer flat, and a lot of times I used to drink it hot. So
Hot?
I'm more
Warm?
that kind of a guy.
Ugh.
Now I do drink it
Ugh.
out of the refrigerator, but I do pour it into the glass, which makes it flat. You know, because I don't like
Mm.
burp. Damn time I gotta turn around, and be blah, blah, blah. I like it flat.
I pity the fool that anybody try to take my kitties. Kimmy
Right?
said.
Here's the
She
food.
said I pity anyone who tries to take my cats. And then I turn it into I pity the fool that's going to try to take my kitty cats.
Yeah, I pity the fool who's gonna eat my Mr. T cereal. I swear that's what that guy said on that damn commercial. But I don't think it's exactly what he said because it doesn't really make much sense. Mr. T cereal. I pity the fool who don't eat
Mr.
my Mr. T cereal. That's probably what it was. Who don't eat my Mr. T cereal. That wouldn't make more sense.
Mr. T
Instead of,
cereal, huh?
pity the fool who eat my Mr. T cereal. That shit was crap too. Wasn't it like it was them golden things, just like that other thing, Captain Crunch or some shit. Seemed like it
Captain
was
Crunch?
kind of like that. Maybe had some marshmallows in it. I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never seen Mr. T
Cereal.
cereal.
I did eat the C3PO cereal before too. Hold on, I gotta use the bathroom. Let me just
Okay. So, Cammy, it's nice to see you. As it is, I kinda pity the girl I had to go off on today, but she stole a bunch of stuff, threatened the bread vendor with a punch to the face, and talked smack to the produce guy. Wow, I mean, what is up with people? People are getting angrier and angrier. It's like people don't have. It used to be where people would get upset and stuff, but they would be able to hold back, and but there's so much. It doesn't take much to set somebody off nowadays. You say the wrong thing to them or something. Misgender them or something, and they get upset fast. People get more angrier lately. I'm seeing the anger thing, but uh, uh it's definitely a different world that we live in, and uh to me, a lot of people are acting Orionish, like very Orion, like they the common sense isn't quite there. Like a lot of them are totally missing common sense, but there's even some that do have a little bit of common sense. They they're dropping off, and going off on it's almost like seeing early on when we were Mandela affected, but these guys aren't quite Mandela affected. They can see, like, I see people talking about how different the sky looks and how different things are looking, but they're not putting it together yet. They haven't quite put it together yet. And so I'm kind of seeing that. So it kind of went from the angry people being angry to that. So I'm just kind of jumping all over around. So is your supper ready, or are you just starting to put it in, or what?
No, it's just starting to go in. It's cold, but the chicken fried steak I made earlier.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So
yeah, and
you're
there's
making
some.
it. You're making a dish out of that. Is what you're doing?
Yeah, 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 and there's the bread. I'll cut a piece of that off, and then in there is the
What is that? I can't see. Is it?
Great Northern beans with noodles and green beans and bacon and potatoes and corn.
Oh, damn.
So, um, uh,
So,
like I say, I'll end up making a mountain out of a molehill, but I'll eat like one, maybe one, even maybe 1/8. But Jaden will, she'll definitely be fat and happy. But I was just kind of thinking and looking, and we do look more like we are built here, more like gorillas.
yeah, I think with a different atmosphere, like the oxygen is more heavier here, I think. I don't think
Well, we're not even really
there
breathing oxygen. I mean,
there's not as much oxygen here.
like just take barrel-chested men used to be a thing at one point in time, and you don't see barrel-chested men anymore.
Mm.
That's kind of gone like the dodo, and remember when men would get fat and we would gain weight and we would have, it was a thing. We would look like, they would call it like we had a tire around us. When's the last time you saw a man with a tire around his waist, like over his butt? Because
Right.
it doesn't exactly work like that. And now, for me, and I've had 3 back surgeries, so I don't know if it's the back surgeries or the changes or what, but I've got a huge hunk of muscle that goes from the top of my butt to the middle of my motherfucking back, and it makes me look like a silverback gorilla. And it's fucking muscle, man. It's not fat. It's not like, my titties are fat. My titty muscles have went way inside, and I've got these huge titties, but they used to be pecs when I would exercise all the time when I was younger. I had a large chest for a guy. I had a defined chest with the striations and all that shit. But now it's like, so I still kind of feel like when I look at myself that I've got, but that's muscle, but it's not. It and it does feel like a titty. When you curl up at night and you got to grab yourself in certain spots to just kind of tuck yourself into a ball to get warm or whatever. And I grab myself under my chest and I'm like, that feels like a woman's titty. It's a very weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you notice that with yourself or not. But it's just odd. And, like say, for the back part, from my ass up to the middle of my motherfucking back looks just like a silverback gorilla. Except, I don't have huge forearms and huge arms and basically huge forearms and huge calves and stuff and short legs, but we are more monkeyized here. We're built better.
Yeah, we're
able to
definitely built more stronger, I think, bigger boned. Definitely bigger boned.
We're able to sit for long times, plus move very fast when we need to. But it's more like a lion, except the lions don't fucking hunt here. The lions used to hunt. That was a big joke in the Lion King. The female was like, oh, now we got the bad lion, and he's making the females hunt. Well, the females hunt here. The males just sit around and make babies, and that's what they do. And they don't do any hunting. The females hunt. But it used to be the opposite way. And it was a big fucking.
Didn't you say what is it? The gorillas walk on 2 feet now?
Yeah, fucking gorillas. Like I saw that damn gorilla like grab up the baby in one arm and run on 2 legs. I've seen gorillas grab a baby and run on 3 legs. They were
Yeah.
knuckle draggers. They were knuckle draggers. They could not run on 2 fucking. Maybe they could stand up a little bit,
Yeah,
but they
right.
could not just like run like a human, but they can here, and it with a baby in one arm. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where the hell am I at? You know?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Sharky sent me a video of this gorilla. But I'm wondering if that gorilla where that was taken at.
I don't know, but it did it though.
Yeah, it did it.
The whole
Oh,
100
man.
monkey theory. You know, remember that?
Yeah.
100th monkey.
Yeah, now they're all going to be running around on 2 feet. Before we know it, they're going to be arming themselves and trying to take the world over, right?
Oh yeah. And you saw that video where the people in Africa gave that monkey, chimpanzee, that rifle, right? And they started shooting it at him.
In the movie?
That was an actual thing. They're
No,
recording
it is.
and they gave this monkey come up there, and they were like in Africa, you know, these whatever they were, you know, they had rifles and stuff. And one of them, they were all looked like they were kind of all fucked up on drugs, but they you know thought it was funny and handed the monkey, and the monkey grabs it and he's like, and all of a sudden he's holding it down and he's like, and all the guys are like, ah, and they start running and he's like,
wow.
Like that's the fucking shit, man. They handed the motherfucker and he struts back into the woods holding the rifle like he's king of shit, you know. He was now the King of Kong, you know, the King of Kong.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get a vehicle pretty soon. Because I really need to get back out on the road too, and just I don't know. I can't. I've been stuck in this place, this one spot for over 2 years now, and I'm ready to get out and about. And
it's got to be more. Well, I mean, you know, since you left here, it's probably what, 4, going on 5 years since you had your vehicle.
No, about 3 years. 3 years now. Maybe 4. I think it's about 3 though.
Okay, I think you're right. Yeah, I can't partly to deal with numbers and time and.
Yeah. Yeah, if I can get a vehicle and stuff pretty soon. I'd rather I think I mean I still wouldn't mind meeting driving and meeting, you know, like you again, Sharky, and some of my other subs. But I think the biggest thing I want to do is start spreading Jesus's word, you know, just start going out and talking to people on the streets and stuff or wherever.
Did you see Helen's new stream?
No.
Helen Skygazer?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
She made another channel to talk about nothing but Jesus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What channel? What's her name? Is it just under Helen?
I don't know. I mean, If you still got her thing, she posted it on a video. And I subbed. I was like the 6th or 3rd or something.
I have her on Facebook. I'll ask her. I'll
You
have to
just
send
asked
her a message on
her.
Facebook.
She made up a whole nother channel to talk about her journey through with Jesus again, and because I think she was. It seems like she had. And don't quote me. Believe me, don't quote me. But I know she was. But never mind. It doesn't matter. But anyhow, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're about to. I know what you're gonna say.
I don't know how to put it. It would sound right.
Yeah,
Which
no, that's
both ways,
okay.
both ways are
I
totally
don't.
right. I'm not saying the way is
She.
right or wrong, so I don't know how to put it. But her journey, her journey, she's sharing her journey.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to see her channel. But if I remember correctly, when she was first Mandela affected, I don't think she was completely following Christ at that time. Or
No,
was
but
she? I don't remember.
what I can recall is she kind of grew up that way, but then she changed her religion to or whatever. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't even know
okay.
how the words to put it, like Gnostic or something. With the
Okay.
tarot decks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
so now she went back to. That's kind of what I'm recalling, but don't quote me on any of that shit. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if she's telling her story, I'm sure she's telling that. I'm sure that would probably be in it, unless it's another version of her. I don't know.
I don't.
Um,
I don't know. I mean, but anyhow, she's got another channel, and that's what she's wanting. So she wants to keep Skywatch and Mandela on one channel, is what she was saying, and then she's wanting to talk about Jesus and
oh,
her,
okay.
her
Yeah, that's
growing
cool.
growing through that portion on another channel.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna Facebook her and find out what her new channel is
yeah, you
because
should.
I don't. I'm sure I'm sub to her channel, but I don't.
This was like yesterday or the day before.
Oh, okay. I didn't see anything or hear anything about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, is she doing interviews or is she just talking about her journey?
I don't know. She just started the channel, so see, I was like number
Oh,
3 or 6 or something like that when I went over and subbed to her. And just kind of texted her. I texted her, on the other one, and she's got like 3 or 4 videos that I saw, but I didn't watch them. On her, but yeah, uh, yeah. So if
hmm.
you now you know.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll have to check it out. Creeks Mary said it's kind of recent. Yeah, never mind. Direct quote. So, don't know if Mark is coming back or not. I don't think so.
Well, it's got to be what 7 in the morning for him. 8,
Yeah.
say like 7 or 8 hours of 6 to 8 in front of us.
I don't know what time it is over there.
I don't either. I mean, it's Australia. So
I
he's in.
pretty much got the Netherlands down. I know the Netherlands are like 6 hours ahead of us. Is that right? Maybe that's not even right. Is it 12 hours? The Netherlands? You don't know either, Sharky, do you?
I don't know. I'm trying to think back when I was
Well,
overseas.
Voy is from the Netherlands, and it's I think it's 12 hours because every time, maybe, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm tired. It's getting late.
See, when I was en route to Spain in the service, I went to a bar and we had uh, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and I remember writing my, or I remember thinking I wasn't actually writing because it wasn't like we could, just write. I mean, I could write, but it wouldn't get there till. But I kept thinking because back then it had to be at least 12 hours from road to Spain to Arkansas with my mother and father, and I kept thinking how weird that was. Like I'm already into the next year, and they're not going to turn it to the next year till basically when I wake up the next day. After being drunk off my hands and threw my bottle of wine away, like a bottle of wine that I paid or whatever, whatever. I'm
You're sounding kind of muffled.
I'm probably mumbling. It was just a weird time, but it was more like 12 hours. But it seems like here there's only a 6 hour difference. Say that was road to Spain, but the continents are in a different spot. Um, I think when it goes on, 6 hours different is 12 hours, and
Sorry, I had to cough. Oh, man. Oh, ugh. Deep breath. Ugh. So, you were talking about what time is it for you? What time time zone do you live in? What is Arkansas? Central, right?
yeah,
You're Central? So it's 11:30 at night there, right?
yeah, 11:33 right now.
Yep.
53%, 11:33 on my phone.
Yeah, that's what time it is here too. 11:33, folks. $11:33. So are you smoking your pipe now?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been smoking it.
Yeah, me too. I got a pipe too.
Yeah, you got the good pipe.
I can't even smoke. Since my being sick and going through all that chest, I can't hold any damn smoke in my lungs anymore. It's like just a little bit. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Does that mean my chest is all cleared out now? Because if
you cough, it'll get your heart back in rhythm. Or
if
that's
you
what
cough,
my cousin had told me with having like heart, call it where your heart, you can sometimes feel it like skip a beat or something, and then you just cough and it'll bring it back into rhythm. But that's about 6-7 years, so who knows if that even works anymore. But I still do it.
Good night, Cammy. Sorry that you got to leave so early. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get going here pretty soon too.
Yeah, well, I
Um,
got my food kind of cooking. I'm go back to watching whatever I'm watching on Netflix.
what are you watching?
That
Something you're not
the
supposed to watch, or what?
the Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah, you're still on that, eh? What season you
Yeah.
in?
Still the first.
You're still in the first season? Woo, doggy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good one. I mean, it's a good. I like it. It's a good show. A good
Yeah.
series.
I've been, enjoying it. I watch like 20, 30 minutes and I feel like I've watched an hour and I'm like, ah, shit, I gotta go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know if I just can't get into it or I'm getting into it, but I can only handle so much. It's just like,
Uh-huh.
hey, all right.
Well, at least we got 3.5 hour stream in. I know I broke off there for a little bit, just trying to we so many things that have happened to all of us, and trying to take all this information in that's going on and everything, and uh you know um just dealing with all that like you guys are. So um
Well, I can, hold on. Let me, hold on. Had something earlier. Um, shit, I didn't find it. Yeah, I think it would be okay because it's on my channel.
what are you looking for?
I don't know if well, it's under my dancing video last night, but I don't know if y'all know who I Am Magic is.
Yeah.
But
Oh man,
a couple of hours
fucking
ago,
inhale.
right before I got on your stream, I was writing back in I Am Magic. Put a little dancing gal there, and I wrote,
I didn't get to see your dancing video yet.
"Oh my God, yeah." Well, I wrote back last night. I said, "Have fun, enjoy the upcoming reset, as the joys now will be recollected, as myths once upon a past futures now's pasta salad." And I put a bunch of emojis. And
Hmm.
I wrote back, "I find dancing with trees to be quite like worthy too, my love." And I was like, yeah, this emojis. And then I got this, and I Am Magic wrote me, "She sang and danced in the night. When a line of trees fell into sight, she asked Spirit if it was all right, then danced among them full moonlight. Saw as she prayed, they'd been beaten, torn, shrapnel still showing, one hell of a storm. From a distance, their majesty dominates their form. Until you get close, you can't feel them mourn. And in the quiet still, where a vibration crept in through the air, it seemed to come from everywhere and brought with it a sound. It circled all around, and within it, spirits whisper clearly there. So 2 hours ago, she wrote me that, and I wrote back this because I don't know. I'm just not sure if she made that up or if that's from something. So I just kind of went with it, and I wrote back, except only few could be aware to the whisperings everywhere, to the torn, broken, battered souls that were there, simply standing, unaware. Unto them they are gifted twos. Some took flight as others flew. Others grabbed hold, recollections of as once knowns, to stand as ground. Some bowed down, taking roots of ever knowns, ever growing through their forms. Simply beings quietly saw, but eyes that had not grown through lives and torment, joys and grief, existed through their leaves. But yet again, in morning dismay, did the winds and weather bring a news as days. Awaiting his forms always tattered, always torn. It's a great gift of purpose, as ever warranted. And so that's what I wrote back. Was what I am magic had wrote me there.
S- So you guys are writing poems back to each other?
Well, I don't know where the poem came from, but I made up one to go along as a second half. But if you watch my video, then you can just read it, get more sense out of it, because it's just a thing.
Okay.
But if you watch it, it's right there in the descriptions. Or not description, but the comments.
Mm-hmm.
I was having fun last night and trying to cheer up. You know, sometimes it just feels good to. But that's when I realized kind of what I was looking like. I'm like, my God, I look like a fucking damn some kind of a crazy looking ape. Don't realize how. And there ain't nothing funnier than watching a fat man dance. So
Yeah, I'll have to watch that video after I get off here. I don't believe I don't know how I missed it. Maybe I really
well, I
haven't
made
been
like
on
3 or 4
YouTube
of
that
them, and
often.
I put 3 or 4 of them out last night. The bread one or something, or what cookie.
Oh, yeah,
So
I think I went to bed pretty early last night.
yeah, and if I put too many out at one time, they'll get skipped over. But
Mm,
it's just however the crap that the stuff works. Who knows?
mm,
Like if I put out 2 or 3, then most people won't see all the ones, but they'll pop up like later in the day or the next day or something like that, maybe for them or not. I don't know.
mm.
Uh,
All right, bud. So got anything else to say before we head out?
no. Hope everybody has a good night. And sleeps well, and don't worry about this bullshit. It's just a one big comic book. I mean, it's really, really, really fucking funny. Got that goddamn Rhesus monkey fucking invading fucking Florida now, where Sonny's at, and my name's Reese, and in Arkansas, and she's in Florida, and I ain't never heard talk about damn monkeys before in Florida, and I'm just like, it's only one. It's like 3 different monkeys. I mean, how the fuck did monkeys like invade Florida? Like what? What's going on? Monkeys were in Africa. They weren't in Florida. Like,
Right. Yeah, that is weird.
It's a crazy place. Crazy world. So, anyhow, Night Creek, man. Hope you do well tonight, and holler at you another time too.
Let's see. Have a good night, Mark. I don't know.
Good night.
Obviously he's not coming back. So take care, Mark.
See you, Digi.
And see you later. Sharky, have a good night.
You too, brother. All right.
Enjoy your enjoy your supper.
All right. Thank you. All right. All right. Love you.
And yep, love you too, bro. Take care.
Bye bye.
And to everybody else, you guys have a great night. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I want to pray a little bit. Jesus, just ask Jesus if any of my peoples, my subs out there are having any problems, please help them in any way you can. As you can see, I really don't do much praying online, so I'm kind of breaking into this new thing where I myself this channel is gonna slowly but surely morph into I want to talk about Jesus Christ, bring people to Christ, um, talk to people who are followers of Christ. I want to do that because I believe that this is very important, guys. I totally believe we're in the end times, and I want you all to be saved, and the only way that you can do it is through Christ. The only way to God is through Christ. And so yeah, so I'm going to be breaking slowly into this, trying to get used to, because this is not I would have never guessed this would have been me um years ago. I would have never guessed that this is something that I would be doing, but when I got a kick in the butt, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, maybe longer now, to start talking about the Mandela effect, to start doing videos. I didn't want to do these videos at first, but I now know that it's come to this point, and this is why I believe that one of the reasons that I think I need to be doing these videos. I think a lot of us who are followers of Christ, I believe, should start doing videos. So have patience with me. I'm new at this, but we're all brothers and sisters. We gotta start taking care of each other. We gotta start learning how to love one another and forgiving each other. Treating everybody the same as you would want to be treated. So that's be talking. Sorry about the coughing, guys. Definitely gonna be talking a lot more about Jesus's words and what he said while he was here and stuff. So with that, anyways, God bless you guys. Have a great night. Have a safe night and or day. whichever it is for you. Talk to y'all later.